Nice.
So, charging that.
All right. Let's get it going here. Welcome back, everybody in the chat, to another exciting, exhilarating episode of the Smoking Room Podcast. I am your host, as usual, of course, your lord, your lover, the hairy cuck king, the coom daddy himself, Dirty Wolf Live. And today we are joined by none other, your favorite part-time co-host, Soul Unskripted. Everybody give him a round of applause. Welcome back, Soul.
What's going on, chat? What's going on? Everybody hear me? Everybody's hear me?
Oh yeah, I was wondering your sound sounded a little different. You got the Miskiff headset, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
My man.
A little bit different. Because I didn't feel like changing the setup for the gaming PC, so I just put this on.
Yeah, no worries, man. That's fine. I just had to adjust the sound a little bit. How are you doing, my man? The Bald King, Adley says. Thank you. It's been a few weeks. We're glad to have you back. We've been pounding through some interviews with some new creators, new friends, and such. And
I've been watching.
Yeah, and. But I wanted to bring it back, to the roots here for a week and catch up with Soul. And the chat wanted to see it too. So what's going on, my dude? How you been?
Life's been good, Just been streaming, Podcast has been doing good as always. We're on episode 69. We just published episode 69.
There you go. What a coincidence, because yesterday was Thank Fuck It's Friday, episode 69. Yeah. So there you go.
There you go. So it was meant to be. But everything's been going good. Work's been going good. Everything's been copacetic. Chat's been good. So all has been well.
Hell yeah. And I see the cheers in the chat. Thank you, chat, for coming out to support this wonderful man.
Where are the taquitos?
Where are the taquitos at? You got to go back and watch Unskripted episode. What episode would that be? Like 66?
66,
yeah.
It was.
To get in on the taquitos joke, chat. But
hilarious.
That was funny for sure. Looking sharp, my dude. Appreciate it. Yeah. Honestly, it's been an interesting few weeks, interesting couple months. Sorry for any new viewers, because we do have a few new viewers in the chat. Why don't you give them an intro to yourself, Soul? I mean, the regulars, they know, but tell the new viewers, this is my good friend, Soul. Let them know what you're about and what the content's about, Soul.
What's going on? I am Soul of Soul Unskripted with the Unskripted podcast. I'm a streamer, a small streamer, of course. I stream Wednesday through Saturday, and then, of course, on Sunday nights, we have the podcast. And we keep it real. We just, it's a really fun place to be in, because we are just very all over the place when it comes to the podcast. And I'm a part-time co-host on the Smoking Room podcast with my man Dirty Wolf here.
Hell yeah. For any sorry. Keep going.
No, that was it. That's all I got. That's all I got.
So for also any new viewers, yes, if I'm a little late answering your questions during the podcast, well, it's just me and Soul here chilling. I'm usually a little bit better at answering, but sometimes when we have new creators on, I'm doing an interview. I don't get to y'all right away. Don't worry. I'm reading them all. They're here. Yes, I do dress like this every Saturday for the podcast until sometimes when summer hits. I mean, you guys have seen out the window. We're on the 22nd floor. Shit gets hot up here. Speaking of which, I got to shut the heat off quick. But, we like to try and get dressed up. And
Brother Soul of the Church of Unskripted.
There we go. And actually, a little side note I wanted to bring up. The last 2 weeks, this is our second week doing a Smoking Room podcast pre-show. We usually don't do it, but I've been enjoying it a lot. And for the chat that you guys don't know, the reason Soul's podcast is called the Unskripted Podcast, because he goes in unscripted. They go in, it's just a chill time. It's just the boys dressed up but balls out. That's right, Jay Moore. We dressed up, balls out, baby, all day.
You can only see from, this is business attire. You only see
waist up. Somebody said that one time, like, yo, you got the suit on, but you got track pants. I said, hey, man, I ain't about to be sitting here in jeans at my computer. Fuck that.
Facts.
But so you do the Unskripted podcast. It's unscripted. Yep. It's just the boys shooting the shit, chat. It's a great show. And I kind of just, as we were in the intro, Soul, usually I'd shoot this to you in the DMs, but maybe you can get a little reflection of what the chat says, what I'm about to say here. You guys kind of have a bit of a pre-show. Like you start early before you actually hit your Spotify recording, right?
Yeah, we do a small where we just talk for a little bit. We let everybody get in, get settled, take a seat, enjoy themselves in the lounge.
Yep.
And then we start. And then after the after show is where it gets really live, though.
Yeah.
We'll be in, like, we'll spend another hour. The podcast is over for the audio listeners, and then for another hour we're just talking to chat and shooting shit with them. And it's a good time.
2 ideas I got. You should record all the after shows, and that could be on your Patreon.
True.
Because that's what the official podcast does. They have an after show on their Patreon. Secondly, I was going to say, I've been doing the pre-show. And during the pre-show, I've been asking chat, now do you guys, because no offense, chat, you guys suck at posting questions in the Discord. Klomp's good sometimes. Adley's posted a couple, but for the most part, you guys never post them in the Discord, and then you spam them at the beginning of the show, which is fine. It is what it is. But that's why I was thinking, even for you guys, because you're unscripted, and I know sometimes you have some topics ready to go, but that might be a good opportunity during your pre-show. Be like, hey, what y'all want to talk about right now? Just a thought.
That's true.
That's what I've been doing, and it's been working out pretty interesting. I like it.
Waiting for my OnlyFans? All right.
There you go. There you go. I will be first to pay for that, Christoph 403 says. Demo says, maybe you should do your own work. Hey, Demo, here's the thing about Dirty Wolf. I'm great at giving suggestions to other people that would sometimes apply to my own work. Am I great at applying them to my own work? Nah. Talking mad shit. I wasn't talking shit. I was just saying, like, it was a cool idea because it suits your guys' show format. That's all I thought.
Yeah, man.
No, like Jay Morris. I don't know if he was maybe he's talking to chat about talking bad shit. Jorts. Who's got the jorts on? Christoph, you do. Christoph seems like a jorts kind of guy. What do you guys think?
He does.
Yeah, I think so. I think Christoph would be a jorts guy. But yeah, man. Other than that, as the chat knows, I just did. Christoph's already getting timed out. He's already getting timed out. Get the fuck out. Actually,
we just started.
No, you know what? When I tell Demoed what he said, he'll be timed out for even longer. Demoed, Christoph 403 said that Dragon Ball Z is a show only for children and that Vegeta sucks. So take that into consideration. You're talking to me, crapping on chat, not posting questions in Discord. No, the reason why I chirped them for it, though, Jay Moore, is because I'll post Monday. And then I'll post Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yo, you guys, post questions in here. And nobody will post a question. And then as soon as the podcast starts and I'm doing the intro, they're spamming questions in the chat. Then we get to the end and I go, you guys got any questions? And it's fucking crickets. Crickets. But that's just how it goes sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But we have a good time no matter what. But as the chat knows, and we talked about yours briefly before, but I want to go into a little more depth. Just because it's so recent and I had a blast. We just did the 24-hour stream last week.
Yeah.
And for anybody in chat that doesn't know, I was inspired to do mine from one other creator and Soul as well, who just recently did his first 24-hour stream. So I thought that'd be kind of an interesting topic to start off with, talk about a little bit. Adelie, why? Come on, don't do this.
That was probably Christoph.
Oh, yeah. She just taking it aside. I know Adelie's cooler than that. She's got a Zelda tattoo, okay? She's got to be cooler than that.
She's lit.
We both just did our very first 24-hour streams, which it's kind of... she even said, though, Chris wrote that. Yeah. Busted, motherfucker. It was a very interesting time. For those of you who don't know, I mean, I got some viewers in here. You guys are new to Twitch, and everyone's go, why would you stream 24 hours? Why would you just... For one, it's kind of I would almost call it like a gauntlet / a trial of the Twitch streamers. A little bit of a test of your mettle, and I don't know. For the reason me as a streamer, like I said, Soul inspired me to do it, another creator, and I just wanted to see, I was just curious, can I do it? And what would be the outcome of it, Because in my mind, I thought, and I remember you saying on your podcast, you had a very similar thought, that I truly believed come 5 a.m., I was going to be sitting there with my dick in my hand by myself, Demoed and Christoph might have been sleeping in the chat maybe or something like that, but I didn't think nobody's watching. But me and you both had a much different experience than I know, because I was in and out of yours, and the chat was bumping all night. And, man, let me tell you, if you are a streamer and you're debating doing a 24-hour stream, debate no more. Just fucking do it.
Yeah,
do one.
Just do it.
I might have been my funnest stream of all time.
Yeah, it was a lot. It went a lot better than I thought it was going to. Because, again, like I thought at the one, I knew people were going to be there 1 and 2, but that 2 to about 6 hour, mark, I just thought that there was going to be nobody in there. And shout out to Christoph. We give him a lot of shit. He was in my 24-hour stream almost the entire time. So shout out to Christoph. He kind of helped me out through it all. But I mean, there was a lot of people that just stopped through, said hey. New people came through, and it was just fun. It was overall fun. If anybody who does stream is sitting on the fence with it, just do it. Even if you don't make it to 24 hours, I'm telling you, something in you will push you to that 24 hours.
Hell yeah. Because I can speak from that. I had multiple points because I'm a very routine guy. My body gets on a routine kind of schedule. And, yeah, Christoph says, I didn't sleep during Soul's 24-hour stream. Motherfucker slept 12 hours of mine. And he asked me for a mod. Motherfucker goes, mod me during the thing. I mod him, then I unmod him, and then he goes, after that he goes, I unmodded him, and then he messaged me the next day, he goes, mod me. And then the motherfucker wasn't in my chat all week. You're fired, Christoph.
Yeah,
no, I'm just
Demo
kidding.
was in there for a lot as well.
Yes. Yeah, and same here. I kept waking up. That was when I was on my first game show, so I barely even slept that night. I was nervous, so I was like, hey, my man Soul's here. Let's go chill out. So I was lurking, and it was a great time. And as Soul said, you don't think you get through it. My body's very routine. So Saturdays, I typically get off around 2 or 3. When I hit 2 or 3 on the 24-hour here and here, plus I drank a little bit before, which really didn't help my chance on 24-hour. I was feeling it. I was like, damn. This is going to be tough. I had to get an extra energy drink in me. But you get the second win, you get that third win, and you just keep going. And
just keep going, yeah.
As Soul can contest, once you hit the 24 hours, you kind of want to keep going. I wanted to do another 4 or 5 hours, but unfortunately for me, I didn't really plan that much content ahead of time.
That way. Right.
Yeah. And then once I hit that point, I felt like I was just sitting there, so I had to end. But as I told Soul, I used to party hard back in the day. Chat knows. I used to party hard. I used to do some stuff that, again, I don't promote this, that anybody should do this stuff, but I used to party hard. And what I said for me would have felt like I finished the 24-hour stream, and most people would think you're shutting off the computer, you go right to bed. I shut off the stream chat, and I sat here, and I felt like I did back in the day. I felt like I was at a party. I did a bunch of cocaine. Everybody went to bed, and I was still up ready to party. That's what I felt like. I was like, shit, what do I do now? I was messaging Soul. I was talking to a couple of my buddies.
Yeah, it was.
But it's a good feeling knowing, you chill out there for that whole time, and your friends are there just hanging out, and you make some new friends along the way. Great times for sure.
It was.
When maybe not when is the best question, but well, I shouldn't even say you're gonna do more 24-hour streams, Soul, because I think we already know the answer. That it's a
I have another one set. I almost thought about doing one for my year anniversary for Twitch, because that's actually coming up in the next few weeks. I was like, nah, because I literally come back from Mexico, and then the very next day is my year anniversary for Twitch. So I was like, there's too much going on with there. So I think what I'm gonna do, I may do one in July. And then I know I'm going to do one for the Veterans Day situation. So
hell yeah.
I didn't do the one last year for Veterans Day. So this year I'm going to do a 24-hour stream for Veterans Day. So it just makes it easier. If there's a game coming out that you're going to play, it makes it so much easier to do it at 24 hours. It makes it so much easier.
Or as I did, play a game that's going to make you not want to go to bed that night anyhow.
Facts. That's it.
Resident Evil 7. Yeah, you want to do a 24-hour stream, chat? Play Resident Evil 7. You ain't going to want to sleep anyways. Even when I was trying to sleep later with the lights out and everything, I was like, I was just picturing, and only the members in the chat that watched the stream will know, I was laying there trying to sleep, and all I could picture was that evil zombie granny with the rotten coochie, and she was gonna come on. God. Yeah, no shot. Have scream effects. That demo's got a good point too. You want to stay up for a 24-hour stream? Set a really loud, obnoxious scream effect. These motherfuckers gave me about 17 heart attacks that kept waking my ass right the hell up.
You got war in the chat. It's funny.
Oh yeah, they're going at it. It's hilarious.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, it was good times. So does that fall on a long weekend or something? Because I do want to help you out with your. Not that I'm not a veteran or any of the sort, but I respect that a lot, and I know you were talking about doing some charity, and I was talking about helping out with that kind of ordeal, or at least I think it would be cool to kind of. have like 3 or 4 streamers, you know, like me, you, Sleeper, whoever else wants to join, and then when the one guy's streams end and the next guy starts, but all the donations from all the streams are going to the same. Yeah,
that would be lit. That would be lit. That would be something I would be cool with doing. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool.
Marathon. Yeah. And then 2 or 3 other streamers go, and by the time the 3rd or 4th one's done, you start up your last stream to close it off again. You start it and close it, kind of deal, right?
Yep, that would be lit. Mm-hmm. That would be lit.
Chain stream, J Moore. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. J Moore, get in there, draw some art for the veterans. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be cool. Do some Street Fighter. He'll be a Street Fighter stream. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, Street Fighter.
Pick back up, and then if they want to, like, we all stream at the same time for that last stream, that would be cool. Mm-hmm. That would be really cool.
Yeah, do like a Street Fighter Battle Royale or something. Pass the stream baton demo. It says, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would like a track meet. I'm gonna go and raid this person. What up, Sleeper Hit?
What up, Sleeper? Yeah, it's interesting, you know, the gauntlets of Twitch and just getting out there and doing all that the wild shit like that. It's definitely an experience. All the people see. Yeah. Damn. Hold up for a second. Mega Beth, thank you so much for that. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gifted. Holy shit. Stick around after the podcast. I'm gonna owe you a dance. That's just how we roll here. All right. That's just how we roll here. I'll give you a quick intermittent one here. Not quite a dance, but so if you'll permit me to just sing a quick song. Thank you, Mega Beth, for gifting all those subs. I hope you have a good night. No, thank you so much. Appreciate the love. That's so nice of you. Appreciate that. Stick around after the show. We'll have to give you a little dance, all right?
Shout out to Mega Beth. Her art is legit. Like, by the way, I was in her stream the other day. It's lit. It's really lit. It's really good.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. And that was the one thing about the 24-hour stream, too, is I met so many people. We had so many cool people come in the stream, and it was chill. Like, I got lucky. You can, especially at 5, 6 a.m., that's when the real, how do I say this in a nice way? That's how the real fucking maggots come out. Maybe that's not a nice way to say it. But you know, you can get, that's when you can get the bad viewers. That's right, the Coomer Queen, chat. You all better bow down to the Coomer Queen and go follow Mega Beth. All right? Beautiful art for sure. Let's give it a quick shout out. But I was surprised. We got so many fucking just chill people. It was a chill ass night. For like 3 or 4 hours there. Shout out to Crimson Daggerfall. Him and Alucard and them were just like role playing in the chat. You know how you can do the slash me and make it was fun. You know, we just had, there were so many different transitions throughout the stream of shit that happened. Me shaving my head at 5 a.m. and
that whole your whole transition was interesting to watch, because I just like I told you, like, I went to, when I was watching normal, you had facial, you look like regular Dirty Wolf. I went and did something. I came back and you were Joker, scuff face paint, no goatee anymore. So okay. I went to sleep and woke up and you were bald. I was like,
yep.
That escalated really quick.
Yep, and the funniest part I said about that too is if and when I ever go to make a YouTube video of me playing Resident Evil 7, because for anybody that doesn't know, I wasn't here for the 24-hour. We streamed the 24 hours. We started our very first playthrough of Resident Evil 7, and we beat it all in one night, 8 hours, 15 minutes. Like Soul just said, with the transitions of Dirty Wolf throughout the stream, if and when we make that YouTube video, you're going to see, okay, he starts the game. I think I started the game in makeup, and then partway through, I'm going to have no makeup and be bald. Beetlejuice. That's right. So that's the next cosplay the chat wants. Mega Best begged me to do Beetlejuice. I looked up last night. That's not too hard a one. I think I could do it. I just got to get the suit. Got to order that suit online, the Beetlejuice suit.
Oh, that would be lit.
Mm-hmm. I got to grow some hair back for that one. Or get a wig. I'm actually thinking about buying a few wigs this year for cosplays and shit on stream.
Hey, that'd be lit.
We got a Bob Ross cosplay coming up here soon. I'm just looking for an easel. That's the last piece of the puzzle. I need an easel.
Yeah, in Canada, do y'all have like a Michaels?
We do. I'm a cheap bastard. I'm trying, honestly, to not go out and buy one, because I'm just trying to see if any of my local friends got one to be like, yo, just load me one for the night, right? So
I'll bring it back. It'll be okay. It'll be straight.
Exactly. Find your goatee and use it for a wig. Adley says, yeah, so anybody wondering what Adley referenced, that was probably the most degen part of the stream. I don't know why I did it, but the first sub goal was to shave your goatee off on stream. I did it. I was holding it in my hand, and I thought in my head, because this is just how my ADHD brain works, and with comedy, I think, would the chat think it's funny if I throw it off the balcony? And so that's what we did.
Okay.
Yeah, but as I told them, I mean, whoever woke up with that patch, that soul patch on their balcony, I mean, that's a leprechaun's goatee, man. That's some good luck, right?
Or, they got your DNA and they're going to clone you. One of the two.
That's true. As long as the clone has better hair and a better body weight ratio than me, hey, I'm down with it. I mean, like, bring them up here. I'd be like, hey, come here, bro. And I'm not good at taking selfies, but I can take good pictures of other people. So I can take a picture of him and use it for my selfies for dating profiles.
Okay, all right. I'm okay with that. It's a disgrace to my name.
Oh, yeah, no, that's how I was going to intro you. I forgot. I was going to say the man with the magnificent soul pole because what's his name? Big Daddy Felix says, I said, anybody got questions in the chat? And Big Daddy Felix says, can I ask Soul how big his dick is? I said, no, you can't. You got to ask him how big the soul pole is. I tell him to look out for the soul pole. I heard that on you guys' podcast. I'll never forget that now. That's the funniest thing I ever heard. The soul pole.
The soul pole.
And Sleeper just goes, he just said the soul pole. He just, what?
We have our moments.
That's right. Adley says they'll leave it at the scene of a crime. Sheesh, I hope not. I didn't think of that one. I mean, hey, have you guys seen my neighborhood? There's a crime on every corner going on right now. So, I mean, shit. The pole of the soul. There you go. Christoph, I just want... Oh, but other than the streaming and stuff like that, what else? You got anything? So you said you're thinking about doing another one. I know you were talking about doing a charity stream. I don't know if you want to shout that out one more time. Let the chat know about that.
I was gonna do 2 this year, but I decided just to do the one big one. I am gonna do a stream around November time frame for Veterans Day, and I'm gonna all the proceedings are gonna go towards a veterans department of my choice. I had to figure it out which one. I got to do a little bit more research because I don't want to donate money and it doesn't really go anywhere. So I kind of got to figure out who I'm going to give it to. But it'll probably be a 24-hour stream, and I'll definitely be donating that and having a good time. We'll play whatever the chat wants to play. I'm down. You know what I'm saying? And it's just gonna be all around a good time. It may go longer than 24 hours. It just depends on how I feel once the 24 hours is done. But it will be in November. Typically, I take off either Friday or Saturday. Or I'll take off Friday. So either I'll take off Friday, or what I'll do is do the podcast into the 24-hour stream and take off that Monday.
Hell yeah.
So
yeah. You know what? You know what we got to do here soon? I was thinking about that. I always do my podcast Saturdays, but sometime when we got a long weekend or something like that, so I can still have them couple drinks on Sunday. We got to do a full smoking room meets unscripted. Get both whole crews together and get going. Yeah. That'd be a good one.
That'd be a real good one. I'm down for that.
That's what I'm waiting for, to do another 24-hour. I will do more 24 hours in the future. I want to leave a few. I want to space them out so you build some hype. But now that I'm back to work, that one was just lucky enough but I had to start work again next week. But I can't do it unless it's a long weekend holiday Monday. And then if it's a holiday Monday, I can do my Friday stream. Saturday we go to 24 hours, and then Monday I die and recover. Death and rebirth. Because damn, like, I don't know. Did you experience this? That was before we get off that topic. That's what I want to experience. Even though I made it through pretty good and stuff mentally, because I mean, it's no secret, me and you are we're getting a little bit older than a lot of these Twitch Zoomers here. I've stayed up 24 hours plenty of times in my life, as chat knows. I was a party animal. I stayed up 3-4 days at a time. Sometimes not proud of it, but it happened. That time, it didn't fuck me up like that. What mentally fucked me up was the days. This week, for me personally, I can't believe it's Saturday. I feel like we did the 24-hour stream like 2 days ago. The week flew by, and mentally, that's like most people know too. I post the podcast guest Monday, the very latest Wednesday. This week I was late because I was just like, I looking at the clock. I'm like, fucking, it's Thursday. What?
Right.
I was just,
Yeah.
whoa.
It goes by so fast. It's like you lose a whole entire day.
Yeah.
That you don't realize you lost doing a 24-hour stream. Because when I did it, I was like, I did it that Friday, and so in my mind, it was Sunday when I finished the stream, when the 24-hour stream, when it was actually Saturday. So
Yeah.
I was tore off. I was just tore up.
Yeah, it messes with you for a few days. It takes a bit of adjusting.
It does. It does.
Demo says holiday Monday in 2 weeks. Yeah, but I feel like that's a little too quick to do another 24-hour.
Yeah, too soon. For
Yeah.
Like, even me doing mine and doing mine in March, I don't like. I'm good until like the end of the year.
Yeah, I think at most, what I was thinking was maybe doing mine August, September long weekend, because that's right after my birthday, and that even is kind of close, but it's still a little spaced out, and then it's something to do because my birthday stream last year was kind of not it wasn't the greatest one. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah. But it was weird. I didn't do the best I could do with it, but this year I wanna get wild with it. I wanna get a Dirty Wolf birthday wild. I mean, I'm talking maybe even hot tub stream, chat. That's right.
Hey.
Balcony tub stream. All right.
Stream. Hey,
actually, you know what? Fuck the hot tub. I'm gonna make a new meta. All right. Sprinkler stream.
Well, you gonna put the sprinkler on the balcony?
I didn't think that far yet, but
okay.
But imagine, see,
We'll
I shouldn't even stream. I should write stream ideas for other people. Isn't that $1 million? Like, I shouldn't influence the Coomers here, but I gotta say it. Think about it. Hot tub stream's good and all, but everyone's just sitting there. Imagine big titty sprinkler stream.
I mean,
kidding, Twitch. Kidding. I'm not trying to start a new meta.
But that's the way to skirt the rules, right? Because they're
August J. Moore. I'm the lion, the Leo. 19th. Special
slip
number.
And slide stream? Oh,
no. Slip and slide stream is awesome. Oh, the doll is now named Megabeth. She's like, what? Oh yeah. So Megabeth, there's something you don't quite know about this stream. The doll is actually the donor doll, and I'm not. This is. The doll's been named SoulUnskripted before. Doll's been named Christoph. This doll's been named Demoed. You are actually the top gifter of the month. So currently, the doll's name is Megabeth. Don't worry. I promise she has no holes. Okay, it's not like that. It's not like that.
Spit my drink out.
She's my manager. Shit. Let's stop while I'm ahead. Moving on. So 24-hour streams are fun, chat.
Yes.
Moving on. Marvel Phase 4. Hang on. All right, I gotta catch my breath. A little rundown. So we are. Shit, Jay. I got.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to
change the subject. Let me talk about a story. Let me talk about a story that happened today, right?
Yeah. So things. Help me.
So what happened was I went to lunch today, right? And this is actually crazy. I went to lunch with someone who actually listens to my podcast as I'm breaking through. Oh, we're changing the subject. Taquitos. Taquitos. And this I felt good today because my podcast actually helped somebody. If you don't know, I have PTSD and I talk about it in my podcast. And so that person actually went and got help after listening to my podcast.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. That's really cool to hear.
That was really cool to hear. They gave me kudos. They gave my co-host kudos for being on the show. So it was cool. It was cool to see.
Well, honestly, that's the thing I love the most about the podcast so far, doing mine, especially with interviewing other creators and stuff. And I never even looked at it like this, but some of the people we've had on recently thanked me and said, like, you're doing a service, because people our size, nobody asks us to be on a show. Nobody gets to see this inside and this side, and you're bringing that out. And I never really kind of even pieced those together when making the show. But it is a really great feeling, no matter the size, that like I've had. It's been very limited reach outs, but I have a few people reach out just to be like, hey man, your show's great, I've inspired you, and yeah man, like that's, again, we like to talk shit on Twitch chat, but me and Soul also, not on Twitch chat, just Twitch To you, yeah. But me and Soul both have had some sublime experiences here in the last year. It's been so beautiful. I cannot be more grateful for some of the people that I've met in the chat. You guys coming here, making it what it is, and that's why we want to do this every day. That's why me and Soul were talking about this, offline. That hey, man, if we could just do this every day, shooting the shit like this, that's the dream, right? So, and not even just because of like whatever financial shit, just because we're passionate about it, we love it, and just being able to talk and connect with people. And if sometimes your experience can help other people, it's beautiful. That's where I want to because you're able to help people, like you said, with the PTSD and being a veteran and stuff. And for me, what I have to offer, but I haven't really been super open about it on stream yet because it's a very touchy subject, but is addiction and overcoming addiction and stuff like that. Because as we've talked about, Dirty used to be a party animal and much worse. But obviously, as you guys can see, I guess you can't see I overcame that, but let's put it this way. If I was still a drug addict, I wouldn't be streaming. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be this big as I am right now. Let me tell you that, right? But that's something I do want to I've been thinking about that a lot in the next year, opening up about that on stream a bit more, because I know other creators that I watch, Trainwrecks, and stuff like that, who open up and talk about this stuff on stream to try and help other people, with your experiences and what you've experienced and what you've been through. And, so again, chat, I know Soul preaches this all the time. I like to preach it too. We got the Discord, we got the chat. Reach out if you ever need to reach out. Sometimes I'm a little slow to respond, but I always respond. Soul will always respond. We're here for you guys. We love you guys. You're the guys that make us want to come and do this. And girls, sorry. You're the people that make us want to come and do this every single day. Be here week after week. So, hey, reach out. You need to reach out in Discord. You don't want to put it in public. My DMs are open. You can message me Discord, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Shoot me a message. We're here.
Yeah, man. I generally will talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I will listen to whatever you got to say. Just jump, like he said, jump in my Twitter DMs. You can jump in my Discord. Like I reach out to people that hit me up. And if you want to just sit and chat, and I'm good for it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't get weird.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a limit. There's boundaries. But yeah, and I can attest to that, chat, because as you guys can see, me and Soul, we're chilling here. We're sitting here chilling. We got a good rapport. We become Twitch friends. But it wasn't always like this. I just met Soul through Twitch. I raided him one day. I was going to start the podcast, and let me tell you, I was nervous to reach out. I said, no one's going to answer me. They're going to think this is weird. I said, hey, you want to come on my podcast? And look, here we are almost a year later. Fact. You can make friends here, man. You can, you don't always have to, don't get me wrong, you should make some friends in the real world too, but not saying this isn't a real world, but you can meet really cool people to talk to here. So, hey, that's one thing that we've both been talking about, that how our communities have melded, the unscripted community and the wolves. We all one now. We riding into other people's chats with the Chaz and the wolf faces, and it's good times, man. But sorry, go ahead, sir.
No, I was just saying, man. It's just I don't know. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling when you're growing a community. Your community backs you up, and then your community affects another community, and it becomes a big family. So I don't even think it's a community anymore. At some point, it's your family at this point. It's your extended family, should I say? Because you have your real life family, and then you have your extended family.
Your Twitch family, your online family.
Your online family.
Hell yeah, no, that's true, and it's beautiful, man. It's great. Boot Wolf, I know I'm interrupted. I got a little buzz. I apologize. Dirty, your drink is clear.
Drink is clear.
I don't want to talk about it. No, it's because, honestly, the truth is, because chat knows me, we drink a drink here called the Dirty Dew.
The Dirty Dew.
The Dirty Dew. It's vodka with Mountain Dew, Baja Blast Mountain Dew Blue. But the reason why it's so clear today, usually when it's clear, it means I put too much vodka in it. Today, it's because I'm very low on Mountain Dew, and I'm putting a little ginger ale in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
To dilute it. But to get off topic of streaming a little bit, and again, guys, just last shout out, if you're a streamer out there, you ever need to talk, or just somebody in the chat not a streamer, hey, come shoot the shit with us, you know what I'm saying?
That's his Wolfpack name, Boot Wolf.
Oh, that's his wolf name. Yeah, because we all got wolf names now.
We all got wolf name. Yeah.
Yeah, chat. Type in the chat what your wolf name would be. Yeah. So to move away from streaming for a minute, Marvel Phase 4. For some reason, I thought the next phase was 5, but as everybody in the chat knows, me and Soul, we're a big fan of the comic books, comic book movies, all that. We like superheroes. Marvel Phase 4. They put out a little teaser this week. They didn't show us a whole lot, but they gave out some titles. They let us know what's coming up. And I want to know what your guys' opinion was of the little teaser. And Soul, what'd you think? And not only what did you think, but what of the next phase are you most excited for?
I just like the roadmap itself. It looks really good. There's some movies I'm not really hype about. The Black Widow movie I was never really hype about.
Yeah. I wouldn't even really count that in this phase, really. It's kind of like in between limbo phase.
I'm just thankful that they have a roadmap for a while. It's not like it's a short, like they span it out and give us a really good roadmap. With the Black Panther joint, they gave us some time frames, so we know when to expect these movies without questioning, and I think that's really good. I'm excited for the next Black Panther. I'm excited for what was the Ant-Man and Wasp. I'm excited.
Oh, hell yeah.
The Thor. And people joke me, I actually caught up on Thor. I actually did. So I'm excited for the next Thor. The multi-universe. So there's a couple of them that I'm just hype about, and I think they're doing a really good job on just keeping us in the loop.
What do you think's your number one most hype one? I know it's hard to pick one, but if you had to pick one.
I only say this because I want to know how they're going to do it. Is the Wakanda Forever? I'm excited to see how, because of all the events that happened with Chadwick passing away, unfortunately. How now are they going to narrate through that? And I'm more interested to see how they're going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm most excited for the Doctor Strange multi-universe.
Oh,
That's the one.
The multiverse of madness.
The multiverse. I'm most excited for that.
So I actually want to go in on both those a little bit. Yeah, just like you, I'm very curious. Like, have you read? I should have read more and did more homework on the Wakanda Forever, but in no way do I agree to King Ever. What? Oh, to me. Oh, what'd they say? Oh, okay, dude.
Name.
It's King Wolf and Queen Coomer, all right, for one. But two,
Jay Moore?
What Jay Moore said? What the fuck?
What?
Oh, he's saying what you did win, probably about catching up on Thor.
Oh, when I caught up on Thor.
All I got to say about that, and then we'll switch back to Black Panther quick. How dope was Ragnarok? Ragnarok, in my opinion, so far of the MCU, is one of the best top MCU movies, if not the top one. For me,
that one. I enjoyed it. Just to give you, I started watching them slowly through when I have my work days when I'm not super busy. I watch movies sometimes.
Okay,
I did, but I recently started getting back into it. So.
He talked mad shit about not seeing it.
I did because I don't watch a lot of movies, so I keep my when I do watch a movie, I don't know.
In my opinion, the first two Thor movies are kind of weak. I think the first Thor movie did good at introducing the character, because I'll be honest, back then nobody even really, like, hardcore fans knew who Thor was, but people like me, I knew who he was but thought he looked goofy. When I see him like on the comic book covers, like of old school Thor, I thought I looked goofy. So they did a good job of introducing the characters to newbies and stuff like that. Ragnarok's got to be one of my favorites of all time. But yeah, I don't know, have you read much, or anybody in the chat read much of how do they plan on doing Wakanda Forever? And I don't mean on how do they plan on doing it, but is it going to focus on the sister being the new Black Panther? Is it just going to be more of just a Wakanda movie? Maybe they'll have something in the beginning where T'Challa dies and just Wakanda and all those characters within it moving on. And what way would you like to see it?
That's where I'm conflicted, because I really don't know how. I mean, Shuri should get it, so his sister should theoretically get it.
Yeah.
The Black Panther, which is going to be, that should be the direction it's going to go. But with Marvel, you just never know, right? You think it's one way, and they just throw a curveball. So
My theory that I just kind of come up with now that I think it will be is that it's going to be ultimately like a really big love letter and send off and like a big rest in peace movie to Chadwick Boseman.
I mean, they could do that.
Which I'm okay with, because he was an excellent actor, gone way too young. It's fucking terrible. I remember a lot of people being really sad about that, which understandably so. So, I mean, yeah.
I just hope they don't try to CGI his face.
I think they already confirmed they're not doing any of that.
Good, because that, like, I mean, they did it for Paul Walker, awesome, but not for
Princess Leia.
No, Princess Leia. Yeah, they did it for her as well.
I'm glad that they did it for her, though. People,
yeah.
I still have yet to rewatch the final Star Wars because I went to the theater and I liked it, and then everyone's like, it's so bad, and I'm scared that when I watch it again, I'll have that same feeling. But a lot of people were like, oh, the Leia send-off was cringe. I remember tearing up in the theater watching the Leia send-off. I do remember that. Right. But that's me. I'm an emotional guy. I cry during fucking movies all the time.
It's iconic, though, so, I mean... Princess Leia to have her pass away in real life, you know.
I just rewatched that Cowboy Bebop and I started tearing up when fucking Ein and Ed are walking away down the beach. I was like, no, come on, not Ein.
Yeah. There's moments there's the crucial moments in TV gaming history that just
yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Christoph's talking about sucking people's dick.
I don't know what's going on in chat.
Velvet Clump, Velvet Wolf. I don't know. They're all crazy. Yeah, no, I agree. And as you said, most hype, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Woo! But I'm
ready.
I don't know if you feel similar to me. I'm fucking a little irritated with some of the release dates.
Because they're so far out.
What? Doctor Strange 2. Chat, somebody fucking type in the chat right now the release date of the first Doctor Strange. And then secondly, I might have to hold off on this one. No, I'm going to go in. Soul, turn me down a little bit if you got. Actually, I'm going to move the mic back. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. 2023 for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the fucking movie that was supposed to come out before Infinity War. Thank you, Twitter cancel culture cucklords that like to grab tweets from 20 years ago. Fuck you, this is your fault. Sorry. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And something else about Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I actually read on Twitter last night that Dave Bautista tweeted, yeah, Adelie, exactly. It's fucking shameful, and I'm very upset about it. And I think the cast is pretty upset about it because Bautista himself even just said his contract is up after this third movie, and this might be the end for Drax after that, which is very sad because...
It is. He was a good character.
Guardians of the Galaxy in the comics, from my understanding, is always a rotational door of different characters and new characters. Right. So it could be interesting to see new castmates, but I'll be honest, the only one that I really want to see get replaced right now is the Captain. And I said this last night, hot take chat, I'm over Chris Pratt. I miss Chris Pratt when he was dumbass Andy on Parks and Rec. New Marvel Chris Pratt, his head is way too fucking big, bro. His head got way too big. I'm in Jurassic Park. I'm in Marvel. Big head. Pfft, I'm not into him anymore. He pissed me off. Yeah. I think he was terrible in Endgame and Infinity War, personally.
Yeah. Thor 4 will be the Guardian Galaxy as well. Yeah, true. It will be.
It's going to be half and half. Jay Moore's not wrong. So at least we will get something in there. And one thing that's really cool is Taika Waititi and James Gunn both worked in tandem on their scripts so that they could really tie in the canonity, or however I say that, of those two movies. So I love and respect that. But
I agree with Klomp on Chris Pratt.
He's your least favorite character now?
It's just my least favorite
I
character.
think he's good in Guardians 1. I think he's decent in Guardians 2. But by Infinity War and Endgame, he's really bad.
Ass.
He's ass.
He's ass.
He's the one that fucked them in Infinity War. They could have won the fight.
He did. He did. He's ass. I don't think at that point everybody doesn't like him. Like, I don't think Iron Man would not have had to die if not for Star-Lord.
Well, I seen a behind-the-scenes interview, too, from Guardians 2 with... help me with names here, chat. Kurt Russell, which Kurt Russell's an acting fucking legend. He's been in the industry forever, been in classic movies. They worked together on this movie, and they asked him, what was your opinion on Chris Pratt? And he kind of like, he was just like, well, I don't want to badmouth too much this and that, but it's always sad to see when you see somebody with such potential, he's talking about Chris Pratt, such potential, but just have too much ego and become an ass that they don't want to listen to somebody with years of experience that are trying to help them. So basically what I got was Kurt Russell was trying to help him and coach him, and Chris Pratt went, I don't need your fucking help. So, yeah, I don't know. Just, it is what it is. And, I mean, that ego can come sometimes, but it's sad to see because everybody in my chat knows I love Parks and Rec, and Andy in Parks and Rec he was so good. He was so good. He was so dumb, funny, and innocent, and now but it is what it is. Eternals, I think, looks very interesting.
It does.
The actor who played Robb Stark in Game of Thrones finally gets his big comeback. Angelina Jolie's in there. I don't know that much about the characters themselves of the Eternals, but I remember me and Klopp having a conversation about it, and me going, "Oh, damn, that sounds like it could be really cool." So I'm very curious and interesting to see how that's going to be. What does he say? Kumail is exciting. I don't know who that is. Or is that the character? Is that Robb Stark? But Christoph, I love Chris Pratt. Of course you do. You're both Chads. No, just kidding. He's in Eternals, Klomp says. Okay.
Yeah.
Marvels, I don't know about because, again, chat, before everybody points at me, it says sexist, whatever. It's not. I can't stand Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. I can't. She ruined the character. I'm sorry. I'll say it. She's bad. She's not even a good actress. Is bad. Sorry. And I'm not stoked for number 2. Because I was stoked for number 1. I went to the theater to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either. I really don't.
Yeah.
That one's probably I'm looking forward to that.
Now,
I know we're in stage 4. They need to go ahead and start getting Fantastic Four in this loop.
Yeah, Fantastic Four and some mutants. Where's the X-Men?
Yeah,
Where's the mutants?
I'm ready to see X-Men. Y'all got them now. Y'all had them for a while now. Let's get it going.
Oh, so that's actually something I didn't write on my list, and it wasn't part of the Marvel Phase 4, but something really exciting, chat. And this is the thing. People chirp social medias and Twitters and stuff like that, and I do too, but sometimes it helps with movies and stuff like this. A tweet that was trending this week was Hugh Jackman comes out and says he wants to be in Deadpool 3, the balls in Ryan Reynolds' court. So that means it's going to happen, I think.
It's got to happen. Hugh Jackman wants to play. Hugh Jackman needs that. He wants that Marvel money again. He wants that Marvel, but it would be a really good movie.
I think he just wants to do it for the fans. I think it also helps boost his career for his other movies because it brings him into relevancy again as well.
It does. He needs to do it.
Jay Moore says, I actually don't want to see X-Men done again. Jay Moore, in some ways I agree with you. I don't want them to recast and do a new Wolverine. I think that I would love to see them. I would love to see them bring back the little girl who played X-23 in Logan and have her take up the mantle of Wolverine in the MCU. I would be down with that. Have them finally do a good Cyclops. Actually, what they should do is cast James Marsden again to redeem himself, because James Marsden was a great actor for Cyclops. I'll fight on that all day. He just was going by a bad script.
That Cyclops was trash.
Yeah. It don't matter how good the actor is. If you give him a bad script and a bad role, it's going to be bad. I can name plenty other ones but
I would be okay with they did the single, like the Omega Mutants, if they got their own movies. You know what I'm saying? Like Wolverine did. If it's an interesting X-Men, give them their own movie and then incorporate the rest of the mutants. So that way it's just not all about X-Men.
Yeah, that could be very interesting as well. And not even that, there's so many, especially with Scarlet Witch becoming a prominent character in the MCU, there's so many stories that could tie into that. I know a lot of times in the comics, they don't. Yeah, no more Phoenix BS. True, Jim Moore. No, I know a lot of times in the comics.
Not that one.
I think in the newer comics they retconned it so her and Quicksilver aren't Magneto's son and daughter. But what if they bring them in and bring that storyline back? That there's especially the way that Marvel writes and stuff. There's a lot of cool shit that could go with that, in my opinion. Blade unfortunately has been pushed back, so it wasn't announced in this announcement. I'm waiting for that one. I want to see Blade. I didn't think I would want to at first. I was always like, Wesley Snipes is Blade. No one else is going to be it. But the guy that they got is brilliant, and I think actually if anybody else could be Blade, it's him.
I agree. I'm just hoping that it's decently written for such a good actor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
I'm not worried about him being Blade. I'm worried about them writing a script that's good for him to be Blade.
well, it's got to be rated R.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've announced if they're going to do that or not, but it has to be. Blade not rated R is dog shit. I know some of the people in the chat might fight me on that. Most of them won't, but I know a couple people that I think might. Yeah, I don't care. Blade not rated R is going to be bad.
True.
Phoenix was cool. Kristoff, can somebody time Kristoff out? He's just had too many bad takes today.
Like Heartbreak,
I don't understand. Phoenix was not cool. Phoenix in the cartoons was cool. They've done her terrible in every movie. The Dark Phoenix movie is the worst X-Men movie that they've ever made.
So I think that's what he's saying. I think he's saying it was cool, but it was just a letdown.
I don't even think it was cool. I think everything about it was bad. I can't think.
I mean,
I'm trying to think of one cool scene in that movie, and I can't.
Poor Kristoff.
I can't even think of any more any good scenes in that movie. But that's just me. I thought
there's a couple of, but again, it goes back to there's a couple of like superhuman anti-heroes that just need to be rated R. They can't not be good unless they are rated R.
Yeah.
Deadpool, Ghost Rider, Spawn. Those they have to be rated R. It's Blade. They cannot exist PG-13.
See, I'm sorry, Klomp and J-Mart disagree. Blade of all of them at least. Blade and Deadpool, you gotta do rated R. Imagine a horror vampire superhero movie not being rated R. That's why Morbius is gonna fucking fail miserably, I think, too, because it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And then, unless maybe Morbius is rated R, I think Morbius might fail regardless. But
like there's just I don't know.
Exactly.
It's hard when you have to really convey the message behind the anti-hero or the bad guy, and you're not killing, or there's not a lot of there's not rated R content. It's really hard.
Well, it's just like they're saying some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill, Wesley Snipes, like that. It's just Blade, especially, and it's just. I think the setting of that, the vampires, the gore, the blood, the sex, I mean, it is what it is.
It's gonna happen.
But what other ones were in that announcement? The new Spider-Man, which I get a hot take. Chat's gonna fight me on here again. First of all, this one you might not fight me, but they need to rename this whole new Spider-Man trilogy. Take the word home out of why does every fucking movie Spider-Man Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, it's too confusing. Secondly, I just rewatched the second Tom Holland Spider-Man, and I gotta keep it a buck with chat. The first half of that movie is really cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I think the dialogue is cringy. I think even Jake Gyllenhaal, who I love, I think he's a fantastic actor. I think he only has 2 good monologues in the movie. I think a lot of his monologues are pretty bad. I think all the parts with when he's in the illusions and shit are really cool, but I don't know. I watched it in the theater. I liked it, and I rewatched it, and I just went, ugh. It's just, I don't know. There was a lot of lines in it that just did not hit for me.
Fair enough.
I love the first one.
I'm a Spider-Man fan all day, so I enjoyed it.
I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I still think it's a good movie, but I don't think it's like that good of a movie as I thought before. I think the first one of the series is way better.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm okay with it. I'm just not. It's just not like crazy for me or whatever. Hey. Holy shit! We just got a big raid. Shout out to the Ghost Maidens. Oh my God! Thank you guys so much. Anybody in my chat, if you're not following them, go check out the Ghost Maidens. They're hilarious. You gotta go check it out. Hey. How's it going, ladies? Hope the rest of your stream went well. I was going to come in to get my song done, but you guys were getting your tarot card reading. I didn't want to interrupt. Thank you guys so much. And wow, thank you for the 100 bits, Sully Vision. And thank you guys all for the follows. We're just in the middle of the podcast here. If I don't shout everything out, don't worry. I will get to it. I promise. Let's just do the ones we got here real quick. Jaime, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Sully Vision for the bits. Thank you so much. The Heavenly Torch, thank you for the follow. And XOXO Caffeine Noir, thank you so much. Welcome, guys. This is Smoking Room Podcast. I'm your host, Dirty Wolf, the Hairy Cuck King. This is my, to this side, our favorite co-host, Soul Unskripted.
Hi.
If you guys
Hi.
want to go check out Soul Unskripted here, I showed him out real quick too. He's got a podcast running every Sunday that we are always in there in the chat, chilling out the Unscripted podcast. He's got a chill stream going every week too.
Yes,
So I hope the rest of your guys' stream went well. I hope you guys had a good night. And welcome, everybody. Hang on. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on the chat here. What's going on? I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. Goodbye. Far From Home, dude. Mysterio, good in the movie. There you go. So, yeah, right now we're just, this is Smoking Room Podcast. We just shoot the shit on random topics all the time here. Sully Vision, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Right now we were just kind of going over what we're going on MCU and the new announcements for all the Marvel movies coming up. We're going to be talking about some this really dog shit list of top 25 animated series. Me and Soul are going to speed run through that and give our rankings on that, and then we're going to take some questions from the chat after. So welcome in, everybody. He did it in one of the animated series. Thank you for that subscription, XOXO. We're gonna owe you a dance here after the show, after the podcast. All right, we're playing Resident Evil 8 later for anybody sticking around.
Get that boogie on. Get your boogie on.
Oh yeah, we owe a few dances. We owe a big one for Megabeth. We owe one for Cafe Noir. Welcome everybody. Welcome. So shit, I kind of forgot where we even were. Oh, we're going in on Spider-Man. So yeah,
we're going on
pumped about the new Spider-Man one, and then. Fuck, I can't even think of what else that they didn't really announce. I think that was it. The Doctor Strange is the best one.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, so they had an article about Doctor Strange was actually supposed to be in the end of WandaVision, but they cut it out to kind of make the show for the two of them have their own ending and whatnot, right?
Yeah, so I read that, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense.
I can agree with it. If you're just throwing him in there to throw him in there, I get they'd want to throw him in there to set up his movie or like give you some hype for the new Doctor Strange 2. But if it doesn't if it's forced on the story, then it doesn't work so much, right?
Yeah.
Hips, Cat Jam, it's coming, demo.
Bro, they need to go ahead and start making that Miles Morales movie. Go ahead and do that. I'm waiting. Marvel, get on the ball.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there that want to just do like an Into the Spider-Verse 2. So would you rather see an Into the Spider-Verse 2 or a live action?
I know they're gonna do
Miles
it.
Morales.
I kind of want both. I'm greedy.
You're greedy?
I'm greedy. But I mean, the End of the Spider-Verse I love the animation from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm very all about the animation for End of the Spider-Verse, but I want a live action one as well.
Yeah.
Because it just they can do it. They can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be Daggerfall says they did say that. Okay. Yeah. No, I think a live action one would be really cool as well. It'd be interesting. I don't know when they'll get there. What I really want to see though is I know it probably won't happen, but I want to see Tom Hardy as Venom fight Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I want to see that.
That's gotta happen too, man. And the Carnage thing, like there is a lot on the Spideyverse, side of things.
All these movies
that
companies
haven't even touched.
Yeah, they got to just pull their head out of their ass and realize, all right, you know what? Marvel has the dominant market. Let's just work with them to make actual good movies the fans will want, and everybody's going to profit from it. Tom v. Tom, exactly. I want to see the Tommies go.
Tom's got to fight. I want to see the whole Venom situation with Carnage. I want to see the Sinister 8. Like there's a lot they haven't even touched on.
Well, they tried to line up Sinister 8 and the Amazing Spider-Man, but we ain't going to talk about that. We had a Rhino. Yeah. Actually, you know what? People chirped the Rhino, but the Rhino was hilarious, dude. Paul Giamatti. It was Paul Giamatti's the Rhino, and he was just... Yes. It was too much, but I don't know. It was... Yeah.
Scorpion, yeah. They haven't even touched Scorpion.
Jay Moore, are you kidding?
Nah, man.
I'm going to have to time you out for that, dude. Andrew Garfield's the worst Spider-Man. I'm sorry, but he's the worst one. I'd take Tobey over him even. I'm not going to lie. I honestly think Tobey Maguire in the first two movies, though, is a good Peter Parker, personally.
He was a good Peter Parker.
Yeah.
The first two.
Yeah, and I think Tom Holland plays the high school version of Spider-Man perfectly. I think that Andrew Garfield was like cringe hipster, like... I just want a girlfriend and skateboard, Spider-Man. I don't know. It wasn't me. I wasn't feeling it. Please explain. He was a cringe lord, bro. But
I don't know. The Amazing Spider-Man series was not my favorite series. It was just for me. And that's just me.
There's parts of it I didn't mind, honestly. Like I actually liked Jamie Foxx. I know everyone's like, that Electro was weird. I liked it though. I like that. I like when he snaps at his head. The one guy's like, maybe I'm Spider-Man. He's not. You're not Spider-Man. Spider-Man's a Sagittarius. You're a Leo. He's like freaking out. I love that, dude. I thought it was hilarious. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Vulture in the Homecoming movie felt a bit more future than in the comics. I liked it though. Michael Keaton as Vulture was beautiful.
I think the reason why people relate to the Tobey Maguire version of Spider-Man because he is similar. He's very similar.
He was relatable.
Spider-Man. He's relatable and very similar to the Spider-Man that's in the cartoon from back in the day.
Yeah,
like he has that they kind of have that persona that almost looks like it. So that's why a lot of people relate to the Tobey Maguire one. Yeah, he cried a lot, and some of his lines were cringy, but they relate him to that one because he looks similar to that. Andrew Garfield is his own Spider-Man. That's why people don't relate to that because he doesn't. And those that watch the show and look at all the cartoons and everything, that Tobey Maguire looks like Peter Parker in their minds.
I gotta go in on that one though for a minute. They say, "Oh, the Tobey one crybabied." J-Bar, you say Tobey crybaby when you pick Andrew Garfield. When it's Spider-Man 2, there's a almost 20-minute long segment where it's just him crying that his girlfriend broke up with him with sappy, like, emo music in the background, bro. Don't even. Oh, man. Oh. I had to do it because that's what bothered me so much in Spider-Man 2. It's like the whole movie's just moping, like, my girlfriend dumped me, or I don't know, whatever. But it's each their own. But in the end... yeah, I'm very, and then back to Black Panther real quick. I am very interested to see how they'll do that, and I think it will be actually a really nice love letter to Chadwick Boseman.
It will. It will be. I'm sure it will. I'm sure they're gonna have an old. It's just interesting how they're gonna do it. How the story is gonna play out. Well, now we're in a period where Wakanda has the Black Panther is. The real life Black Panther passed away, so
especially like villain wise. I wonder how they're gonna do that villain wise.
Yeah, who they're gonna? Yeah, I'm just excited to see. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do.
So if Dave Bautista stops being Drax, do you think he could appear? And I want to know if the chat would like to see him appear as another superhero, maybe in the DC universe. Or even somewhere else in Marvel. Now, before you say who would he be in DC, he's actually reached out to Warner Brothers previously, begging them to play Bane in the movie.
Tom Hardy is my favorite Bane. I just like
his voice, though. He is.
I just like his voice.
But I also think Batista could be a cool Bane. In the new Batman series they have coming out with Robert Pattinson. Possible.
Yeah, possible. I mean, he could do it. I don't know who. It's hard. That Bane and J-Mo, who would you say would be a good Bane then?
He's not liking it. He's like not liking it.
You know what I'm saying? Who would be a good Bane in your DC world?
I think Batista's underrated. I think he's grown a lot as an actor, and he's especially as like Drax and stuff. He's funny. He's good. Not that you don't want funny for Bane, but
Undertaker.
I don't know. That shit triggers me. We're going, but yeah, no, it'd be sad to lose him for sure in that series. I'm trying to think of what else even there was in their announcement. There was the Shang-Chi. What do you think of that one?
I mean,
the Marvel Kung Fu movie.
I like it's been a while since there's been a mainstream Kung Fu movie, so I'm okay with it. I don't expect my expectations for it isn't great. But it's a good Kung Fu movie. It's something to watch. I don't mind it.
Yeah. I'm kind of of the same mind. Like at first, like I'm not hyped for it in any way, but then again, there's been other Marvel movies that I had no hype for and then pleasantly surprise you down the line, right? So, yeah, I mean, I love the Kung Fu movies. I love some of the old cheesy ones especially too, and maybe it'll be something good. I hope they don't Disney it up too much. Marvel has it too much.
That's what I hope. I hope not. But again, I put my expectations low going into it, just because I know that I don't know what they can do and what directions is gonna go. But I mean, it's good to see. It's different.
Yeah, they want to see Batista play Robin, a juiced up Robin.
Robin? That'd be funny.
just too juiced.
That'd be fun.
Klomp says, I like the idea of Marvel introducing more street level characters that don't necessarily have to be Avenger level. Yeah. I mean,
okay with that.
We had that on Netflix, and then they kind of gave up on it, unfortunately, because like for anybody that's never watched Jessica Jones, dude, Jessica Jones is unreal. Daredevil was good too, the first 2 seasons at least. I think I might not have seen season 3 yet, but that one and Jessica Jones is really good. Gronkowski is Bane. Now they're just talking about who could play Bane.
Gronkowski is Bane. Gronkowski is too. Gronk is too much. I couldn't even see him as being Bane.
Oh, Cafe Noir wants to go into the Schneider cut. Well, we won't go deep into that one because we've talked it to death here, but all I'll say is my consensus for me is fucking excellent. I think it's fucking great, and I'm all about, hey, bring it back, but that's me. I loved it. Have you watched it yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
4 hours. I haven't.
Yeah, that's right.
I haven't. You know, that's a commitment that I have to sit down and just be like, all right.
I've seen it. I've seen it twice. I loved it. Okay. But to side scroll from Marvel quick, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you got fully caught up. Did you finish Invincible?
No, I have not. I'm halfway through the first season. Halfway through.
All right. Well,
I just gotta fix it up.
For anybody in the chat, if you haven't seen Invincible and you're a fan, if you're a comic superhero nerd like we are here talking about all this, you should definitely check it out. What did you think of it so far? Yeah, it's good. Eh?
It's intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way the story's going. So. It's not bad at all. I actually
it's something different. It's almost kind of like The Boys, but drawn in a way like the old school cartoons. So you really don't expect some of the things coming, right?
Right. That's lit, and it's fun. It's cool. It's different. It's real. Like,
yeah,
it's real. Like there's no Marvel jazz and make it all glamorous. It's very raw and uncut.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I like that. That's the part aspect I like because I mean, the stuff that they like, if villains are coming in the city, people gotta die. So it shows all that, and I like that.
Yeah, it's wild. I personally loved it. I think, like I said to chat, you guys should definitely check it out. I'm hoping and looking forward to. We have some friends in the chat that actually read the comics, and for anybody that didn't know, so the comic book of Invincible is actually written by Robert Kirkman, the creators of The Walking Dead. Which, yes, we all know the show kind of sucks now. I mean, maybe some of you like it. Sorry, I think it's a zombie soap opera, but the comic books are fantastic, and the comics. For Invincible, it actually takes place in the same universe as my favorite comic of all time. You can barely see on the wall back there. That's my Lady Spawn. Spawn. So Spawn and Invincible in the comics actually team up at points. And man, let me tell you how much the little kid in my heart is just going, please, 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 please.
Hopefully it will happen. It comes to fruition.
Yeah. Sorry, they got some big things going in there. Chat, give me a minute. I'll read your stuff here in a minute. But yeah, Invincible was, it's fantastic. You should definitely check it out. I don't want to spoil much for Soul. I want to hopefully finish it up, man. It's great. But all I'll say is, man, you guys want to see a season finale of a show, bang. Woo! And the voice acting in it is pretty good, too. It's getting better and better. It's got some high-tier actors in it, which I'll always say, like, just because somebody's like you could have like who's a really great actor right now. I was almost gonna say Ryan Reynolds, but I think Ryan Reynolds could voice act really good actually. But some people they don't get it at first, right? Because voice acting's a lot different. But a lot of these guys they're growing into it. But you got J.K. Simmons, he's fucking fantastic. Stephen Yoon, I believe his name is. He actually played Glenn on The Walking Dead, which in the earlier seasons was one of my favorite characters. He plays the main character or voices the main character. It's great. Lots of cameos. Seth Rogen's in there. Lots of great actors. So Jay Moore, Mark Hamill is art. Mark Hamill's a perfect example, but that's also because hot take. Mark Hamill's not that great on the big screen. Like he's not a great actor. Mark Hamill's a better voice actor than he is an actor, in my opinion, personally. Because Mark Hamill's Joker is one of the best of all time. Oh, Cowboy Noir, so you're talking about the shows. Yeah, when it comes to the DC shows, I don't touch that shit. I touched the first 2 seasons of Arrow was good. The rest, I don't touch it. Mark Hamill is God. Kneel before Hamill.
His voice acting is unmatched. Like, he is.
Yeah.
There's no one that does it better.
Yeah, no, his voice acting's great. But, like, even him in Star Wars, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, love the classics. I love Luke in the classics, but he's not that great. Like, the first movie, he's the, oh, but I was supposed to go to Patashi. Like, he's not, that's not good acting, I'm sorry. Like, it's the only good actor in that first one is fucking Obi-Wan, Vader, and Han Solo.
Somebody asked for our opinion on what, Crimson? As far as our opinion on what statement?
Oh, it was big up there. All right. So can we touch on the fact that Into the Spider-Verse movie, there were 2 deaths and almost a third that got Miles to actually tap into his powers and get the will to be Spider-Man? I don't remember. I've only seen it like once, so I don't remember it all.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say about that one, sir.
Yeah, I really don't.
I kind of got lost. That sucks or that's good? I'm not sure. Sorry. I think I'm too high for that question.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, if you think about it, like sometimes in story development, you kind of got to have something to push. The death of Peter Parker, his uncle Eric, and he almost lost. Yeah, it's kind of that's. Sometimes it's got to happen.
I got the perfect answer for it because it's going to lead into our next topic here pretty soon. It's easy, bro. You never watched Dragon Ball Z? Goku couldn't go Super Saiyan until he watched Krillin die.
Right. Emotional. Something that you have to build emotion.
Something to push back that barrier and break it. Like, oh shit.
You have to break through that barrier for some character development. And you know, for Miles, for him to get his powers, you know, or use it, unfortunately had to go through the real to get to that point.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what makes you, you know, relate to a character more, like how they harness that pain from emotion and bring it into the good. So yeah, and it's like I said, like you have to feel the character. A lot of times they write it, and it's for the most part true. You have to kind of feel like helpless and at your limit to like break that limit, right? You can't be like sitting there like, oh, I could do that and just do it. It doesn't work like that, right? That's why he has to have those traumatic moments and that helplessness to finally break through the barrier. Yep. That, I mean, a character is not going to be interesting to people unless they have some kind of emotional attachment to that character. So once you have that emotional thing happen, and people can relate to it, then it's gonna like Crimson said, it's gonna make the better. It's gonna make you like that character even more.
Yeah, Berserk's another great example. I won't go into too much detail on how, but Guts keeps running into emotional, traumatic things like this that make him have to kind of and enemies that he has to defeat that are just so beyond his level that he's like has to break beyond those barriers and become more than what he was or more than what he is. But I'm interested to see how and what they do with Into the Spider-Verse 2. That could be very interesting as well. But Goku managed to do Kamehameha without any trauma. That's a whole different thing, though. Kamehameha is just harnessing energy that's already there. That wasn't breaking necessarily a limit. Yeah. That was more focusing and controlling an energy.
In fact, look at the character Spawn that was mentioned earlier. He spawned. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he in the movie he died, but he made a deal with the devil. So he can get his power,
and then later in the comics, he literally gets to the point to keep. He has to go kill the devil. He becomes the ruler of hell. He kills God, becomes the ruler of heaven, and then decides to give it all back to them and just become a hellspawn again because he keeps doing what he has to do to protect the things that he loves, the last connections he has. Right. Yeah.
Just all that, just those things, the emotional things that tie you to that character, that makes it a little easier to relate to himself.
Yeah, it's something you see in cinema and stories a lot, right? Because it's just, and it's something that we could kind of relate to too a lot of times. Because if you picture yourself like, okay, how would I have to like go through something that this guy went through? It's gonna have to be something crazy, something extreme, something emotional, right? But yeah. Before we leave the Marvel topic, and we're kind of already transitioning into anime a little bit, but the last one I want to touch on is, have you watched any of the shows so far yourself? Have you got through them?
Nah, I have not.
No.
Unfortunately, I still need to. I keep telling myself I'm gonna do it, and then I never do it. So.
I still haven't done the Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I know a lot of the chat enjoyed it. But I am looking forward to Loki coming out. That's my most excited one of the shows. So I'm hoping
I'm
that's
interested
good.
in that one.
Yeah.
Only because of his role in the game.
My other
What happened to him in game? So
my other co-host is on it. He's in the show.
Is he?
Yeah, Mr. Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's part of the. No, I was spamming the button there while to do that. I was.
I can't hear it.
No, I know.
Hear it.
But yeah, that's gonna be a good one for sure. So since the chat's already kind of starting to go in, we're going back and forth. Punisher is sick. Well, yeah, Punisher's another great example too because he doesn't even have superpowers. He just he's just coming back from basically being dead as well to get vengeance for his family, right? So
right.
maybe I should read this off my phone. That might be easier because then I can still read OBS and then I can still have you up.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it on my phone. Perfect. All right, so the next one, I just thought it would be fun, and we were talking about with the chat beforehand. They said, yeah, do it. Once in a while, as Soul likes to know, and chat knows, I like to go in on some of these. You see these like big companies and the big review companies, IGN, GameSpot, and all that with their reviews, and then they put out our 25 best games of all time, our 25 best boss fights, or a couple weeks ago we went in on the 10 best boss battles of all time because it was a dog shit list. Today they put out IGN the top 25 best anime series of all time, chat. Okay. And I just wanted to, we're gonna kind of speed run through it. We don't have to say what number we think it would be unless you you're like, okay, Naruto's my number one, whatever, right? But we could just say higher, lower, whatever. Okay. This is their ranking, chat, for 25 top animes of all time, and let me tell you, I'm not impressed.
All right.
All right.
Number one.
Number 25, chat.
25. Okay.
Sailor Moon. Bad rating. It should be higher.
That is a bad rating. It should be higher. I believe Sailor Moon should be higher.
Yep. It's
the OG.
It's OG, and not a lot of people admit this. Sailor Moon is the anime that gets a lot of people into anime. I always say Dragon Ball was my first anime, and then I was actually thinking about it. Sailor Moon. I used to come home from school, watch that every day.
Sailor Moon.
It's badass.
On all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, that's bad rating. A lot of these are really bad. 24. Now some of these I don't know, chat, and if you guys know them and you wanna post in there, go for it. Oh, Janosuke. What's up, Janosuke?
All right, I know he was gonna say that.
Yeah. Klomp will agree with him there. 24 is Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. I've never actually heard of that one.
Heard of that one.
I don't know what it is. Nope. We're going to move on. To me, it shouldn't probably even be on the list then.
Yeah, it's not well known.
No,
unless somebody else can tell me.
This one's egregious. I just opened the door, but I got to close it now because oh man, this one's egregious, chat. Number 23, Dragon Ball Z. What 23? The fuck?
Oh, no shot.
No shot. Top 3 or top 5 at least.
Top 5 at least.
Are you fucking kidding me? 23.
That's another OG, bro.
Mods,
another OG.
Anybody that agrees with Dragon Ball Z at 23 right now, time them out. Fucking suck my fucking dick. God. Are you kidding me?
23.
That's
way higher, bro.
That's why I didn't even scroll through the whole list at first because I was like, I already know this list is garbage. Are you kidding me?
Christoph last place.
No shot, Christoph, motherfucker. The next one is Descending Stories. Shou Genroku Rakugo Shingo. Again, I don't know what it is, so for me personally, it's not in the top 25. Somebody in the chat might have seen it and knows.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a mouthful. That's what she said. Give me 1 second.
I only think it's like, I think Dragon Ball Z for most people are in top 5. For the mere fact that it's OG, and if you can get through all the filler episodes, which is a shit ton of them, the battles.
I think filler.
The battles are what keep people interested. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think for a lot of people, Dragon Ball is top 5.
Cafe Noir, what list is this even? Apparently, this is IGN's top 25 animes of all time. So that's why me and Soul want to go in on it and be like, no shot. You know, this is our duty here to adjust these motherfuckers like we did with their best boss battles, which was so bad.
Yes, that's why it's it's people get introduced to anime through Dragon Ball most of the time for a lot of people because it was the first real outside of Sailor Moon. It was the first real mainstream anime.
Yeah. For at least people in our age
Right.
range,
Right.
age range, and
If
even
you're
a
on
little
Cartoon
older.
Network, Dragon Ball Z is on Toonami.
Yeah, Heavenly Torch IGA's fucking brain dead. Oh, I know. That's why I just find it fun on the podcast to go through it and then start some conversation with you guys in the chat as well.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I mean. It's the one that for like anime was around for a very long time. We know it because my first, if I want to be technical, my very first anime was Voltron.
Mm-hmm.
And Voltron is an anime. Ronin Warriors. Those are things. Those are the things that I was watching before anime was big.
For me,
you know what I'm saying?
For me, it was Dragon Ball, not Z.
Dragon
just
Ball.
Dragon
I
Ball.
watched Dragon Ball. I watched Ronin Warriors. I watched Voltron, Sailor Moon. Like all those were being watched before it was like the Dragon Ball Z mainstream thing happened.
Yeah. Naruto. So and that's why this list is so bad too. There's some of these I haven't even heard, like that 22. I don't even know what that one is. This next one I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. So again, it wouldn't be on my top 25. 21 is Ranma Half or Ranma 1/2.
Oh, that's I haven't seen it. I know the anime. I can't really tell. I've never seen it though, but I know of that anime.
Okay. So yeah, moving on. For me, chat, it would be lower. So we're just going higher or lower mostly. For me, it'd be lower on the list or not on the list. Now this one I do think, for me personally, does go on the list, but I think I would definitely put it a little higher. Number 20, Kill La Kill.
Kill la Kill.
It's a bit of a Coomer anime,
yeah.
but the story and the action in it is superb, and the artwork's excellent.
I would say a little bit higher. I wouldn't say it was top, but I mean it's a little higher.
Yeah. Maybe like top 16, 15-ish.
Yeah.
But if you haven't watched the chat, I've only watched the subbed version. I've never watched the dubbed, but it's hilarious. Also in subbed,
it's very fan. It's very fan. What do you call it?
fan service.
Yeah, fan service.
Yeah,
100%.
It's definitely funny and it's good. Now, number 19, I haven't personally watched, but I've heard of it a lot because, as everybody in the chat knows, the streamer that I like to simp for the most, Trainwrecks TV, my favorite streamer. This is actually one of his favorite animes. Is Revolutionary Girl Utena, number 19. I haven't seen it, but I have only ever heard good things about it.
Yeah, I've never heard it.
Debo says good placement, but I'm sure what it's above it is trash. True. So that's number 19. I'm sure Demo's probably seen that one. Revolutionary Girl Utena. Now this one, Clomp. This is where Clomp gets triggered. Clomp, number 18. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, Stardust Crusaders.
I've never seen JoJo. A lot of people.
I've seen only the first season, and I kind of. I don't know why. I should be able to get into it. It should be an anime up my alley and in my style, but it just always loses me. It doesn't grab me like Dragon Ball. It doesn't grab me like Seven Deadly Sins or Berserk or any of that. It just, I don't know why, but it just never did. Demo says JoJo should be 25. Yeah, I know Demo's not big on. And this is like the second season, or I think, or whatever, which is one of the fan favorite ones, I think, Stardust Crusaders. So they specifically put that one. Number 18. That's a neat thing. I need to see Outlaw Stars cry.
Yeah.
You never watched?
Yeah.
You haven't watched Cowboy Bebop, Janosuke?
No, he has. He needs to see them on the list.
Oh, okay. So number 17. Number 17 is a newer one, but I would probably. I'm glad it's on the list, and I would maybe put it a little bit higher. Not top 5, but a little bit higher than 17. 17 is My Hero Academia. Still a fairly young anime, but I would say it's really good and has great potential.
It would be higher than 17.
Yeah.
It definitely would be higher than 17.
Maybe like 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
Even 10. But I would go higher. Clomp says, doesn't capture my interest because you've never watched it, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Calling you out. Now, this one for me would definitely be higher, number 16. And if you haven't seen this one, I can't recommend it enough. My only issue with it is it's too short. They need a couple more episodes to rush it less, but it still is beautiful. Devilman Crybaby. I would put it in the top 10 at least, personally.
Okay, I haven't seen that one, so I had to lean on to you for that one.
It's probably perfect for you because it's only 10 episodes, but it is dark.
Okay.
It is
I might have to watch
dark.
that one.
It's a dark ride. It's based off of Devilman manga. Is actually one of the oldest mangas ever. It's actually even older than Berserk, which is like over 35 years old. So Devilman has been around for a long time, and Devilman Crybaby is their newest reinterpretation, or not, that's probably not the best word for it, but their newest version of it out, and it's on Netflix, so it's really good. It's only 10 episode series. Check it out. It's number 16 on their list. I think it should definitely be at least top 10. Now here's where some fans in the chat get triggered. Y'all ready to get triggered? Number 15, Naruto Shippuden. Now, I'll be honest, I'll keep it a buck. I was a Dragon Ball kid, and I never watched Naruto, and I have friends that are so into it, and they say, you gotta watch it. Why haven't you watched it? It's up there. I haven't watched it, but going by people's opinion I trust, I think it should be much higher than 15.
Much higher. Shippuden and the Great Ninja Warriors, the pieces that I've seen, I mean, it's ideal. It's like canon. It's like it's legit. It's way higher than 15.
Yeah,
it's way higher than
even chat's going way higher.
Yeah, way higher than 15.
Yeah, no, I knew. Yeah, everyone way
Naruto,
higher.
Yeah, Naruto is really solid. Like Megan said, it's really solid.
Yeah,
really solid.
15. Even for me, someone that hasn't seen it, but I know quite a bit about it. I knew when I saw 15, I was like, no shot. That's. I would rank it higher, even not having seen it. So, number 14 is another one that I haven't seen, and I'll give chat the quick rundown if I haven't. But I know from good sources that this one, I think this is a good placement for this one, if not a little higher. Number 14 is Bakano. And if you never watched Bakano, it says in just 16 episodes, Bakano packs more story and intrigue than most anime are able to. Well, this is just their review of it. But, okay, I thought it actually told what it's about. It doesn't even. But
I've never seen it.
I know Bakano is supposed to be a really, really good story. It's usually a lot of times related to... what are they related to? I can't think right now, but Crimson Daggerfall says, I say Naruto is number 3. Good placement, Demoed says. So he knows. I know he knows it. Demoed watches even more than me. Chat, I try to watch new animes, but then I keep going back and watching ones I've seen a million times because I'm a sucker to watch more and more and more. Not top 10, she says. No. Well, it was number 14. It was Bakano. So that's not too bad. Number 13, again, I've never heard of it, but I know these style of anime. I know some of them are really funny, but for me, it would be way, way lower. Number 13 is Uran High School Host Club.
Doesn't sound good.
Doesn't sound good. Soldier's like, nah. Nah.
Doesn't sound good. I've never seen it. It just doesn't sound good.
Yeah. Megabet does. That's a popular one, Clump says, yeah.
Doesn't sound good.
And Pierce says it's poop. Now, number 12 is definitely higher for me. It's top 10, possibly for me personally, top 5. Number 12 is Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion. Code Geass is fucking excellent if you haven't seen it, chat. The ending of it is phenomenal. It's got one of those just excellent, like Western, like cinema and animation. Like we got a lot of good shit, but we don't get the twists in writing that like Eastern, like that anime and manga does. Like we just ain't there yet. And Code Geass is a prime example of that, of just doing a beautiful, crazy, twisted ending. Code Geass should be definitely at least top 10. Okay. It's great. In my opinion. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
No. Okay. So number Claymore. I don't. That sounds familiar.
Claymore was good.
That was it.
Claymore is weird, but it's good.
So number 11 is another one I'm ashamed I haven't watched yet because it is by the same creator as Cowboy Bebop, and that's Samurai Champloo. And
Whoa! That's a good one too. That's good. I think that's a good play. Top 10 is good for a Champloo.
It's 11.
It's 11?
Yeah.
It should be top 10.
Top 10?
That was good.
Top 10? Okay. Yeah, I got to
Claymore is good.
I got to get onto that one. I don't know how I haven't watched it yet, but I'm just, again, because you know how I haven't watched it, chat? Because I literally just finished rewatching Cowboy Bebop for my 7th time. That's why. So that's
Cowboy Bebop is epic.
Oh, I've watched it and Dragon Ball and all the rest too many times. Number 10 is another one I haven't seen, so I can't judge. Well, I can judge and say it wouldn't be my top 10. It's FLCL. I don't even know if I've even heard of this
FLCL?
one.
That's a top 10?
What is that?
If I'm not mistaken, chat, you can correct me. Yeah, Fooly Cooly. Okay.
Yeah, Fooly Cooly, yeah.
With the robot, right?
Okay, yeah, it says something about a quirky alien woman named Haruhara. But it says it's a little short.
It is. It's real good. It's a really good. Top 10 is good.
Yeah, it's number 10. I might have to check it out.
Good. It's okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree. It's okay. Yeah, it's a short. Yeah.
Christoph, so none of these are porn on this list? No, you fucking coomer.
Oh, my God. But it's really short, but it's really good. It's really short.
Well, actually, it depends, Christoph. You could probably crank it to kill, you pervert. No, I'm kidding.
FLCL was on Cartoon Network as well.
Number 9. Now, this one I think I would maybe agree with. I think this is a good placement. Number 9 is Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho, sorry, not Shu.
That is, that's an OG one as well.
That's OG as hell.
I think that's a good placement. I mean, it's got some good arcs.
Yeah. Really, and it's classic. It's OG. Yeah. It's got a little bit of everything.
It's slow at some points, but I mean
it is.
Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter. He wrote the same joint, so it's a good show.
Yeah. Number 8, chat. Now this one for me personally is my top 5, but 8's still not a bad placement for him. So I won't yell like I did for Dragon Ball. Neon Genesis Evangelion. For me, it's in my top 5. I think Evangelion is, especially at the end, I know a lot of people don't understand it. They don't get it. Let me tell you, if you watch the last couple episodes of Evangelion, and then you watch the movie End of Evangelion, you can get, let me say, not you always get. For me personally, it's the equivalent of when you take peyote and go into like a native sweat shack and you go through like a hallucinogenic healing trip. That's what Neon Genesis is for me. It's crazy. The art in it is insane. The story is insane. It's so just filled with like sadness and terror, and it's just it's a crazy story. Clomp, I don't like Evangelion, but you're an anime poser. Yes, you are. I know.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. I haven't really sat down and deep dove into.
It's not for everybody. Like, don't get me wrong. It's my top 5, and I can definitely see why it's not for everybody. But if you're into a super deep, intellectual, dark story, watch Evangelion. Crimson Daggerfall, you're not going to be happy, bro. Crimson Daggerfall said, did Bleach already get mentioned?
Bleach hasn't got mentioned yet. We're waiting. I'm waiting to see where they put Bleach.
Let me tell you, we're going to be doing some honorable mentions at the end of this anyways. Okay. That's all I'll say. Number 7, chat. And again, chat's going to yell at me. I haven't watched it because I repeat it for the 15th time. I only watch the same things I've watched a million times. Number 7, I think is probably a decent placement for it as well. Hunter x Hunter.
Yes. Hunter, that's good. Hunter, it's.
I know it's really good. I've seen parts of it. So I haven't watched it all.
Really, you either love it or hate it.
Mm-hmm.
You either love it or hate it. It's very slow at times. So, but when it's in its core, it's good. But it's really slow. But it's really good. It's the same writer from Yu Yu Hakusho. So.
Janosuke, watch Attack on Titan number 1 on this list.
It has it, man.
I'm glad that you brought that up, but we'll see. Number 6, another one, chat. I've watched bits of it and I still never finished it. And this is from the creators of the original One Punch Man, but it's not One Punch Man. Mob Psycho 100. I think 6 is a little high, but I do think it should be pretty high on the list.
Okay, top 10 maybe.
Top 10, maybe 11 or 12. Mob Psycho 100 it's a crazy story. It's got full of supernatural, fucking crazy emotional story. It's very an interesting show. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely look into it. Anybody in the chat. Number 5, again, this is too high for me.
Top 5.
We're in the top 5 chat. So here's where people get triggered, and I'm not gonna lie, some of the top 5's decent. Because here's the other thing. Before we go into the top 5, let's mention chat. Because even for me, I can't probably pick a number 1. Can anybody in the chat truly say one anime that's your number 1? Because there's a lot of shit that you really like that's really close. Right, yeah. So top 5 is hard. Like I've probably said I would put that in my top 5 about 10 animes already so far. So you know what I mean?
Changes. Yeah.
So some of these choices in here aren't bad. I will agree with some of these choices in here. This first one I don't agree with. I know it's an OG. I know it's a classic, but it ain't for me. Pokemon's not an anime, okay? Pokemon is an anime, kind of. It's its own anime, though. It's like its own. There's anime, then there's Pokemon anime. It's like own category.
Number 5.
Number 5 is Hajime no Ippo, or also known in the U.S. as Fighting Spirit Hajime no Ippo.
Ooh, okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah? Okay.
That's the boxer joint.
Yeah, it
I love
is.
that joint.
You know what? I haven't seen it, so... But if Soul says it's okay, I'll keep it.
Ippo is... If you like boxing, that was a really good boxing anime. Let's go. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Ippo, I am shocked. Okay, all right.
Yeah, there's some... That one's probably the most surprising of the top 5.
Ippo is so lit. It always leaves on a hot... Man, it's good. It's good. I'm agree with that. Top 5 is all day.
Christoph, he's already good. He's like, it's in the honorable
That shit
mentions
is
of
god
Bleach.
tier. Genosuke, we watched that heavily. That shit is so god tier. Out of all the sports animes out there, Ippo is like one of the best. Bro.
Well, there's a lot of good fighting animes. Like now we got there's what's it, Baki,
Megalobox,
Megalobox,
but Ippo started.
Mm-hmm.
Ippo was really good.
I think that's fair to say. Ippo probably started the trend of making those great. All right, number 4. I haven't seen it, chat, but it's a classic. It's the longest fucking anime out there. We got some of the same voice actors as Dragon Ball, One Piece. I mean, I haven't watched it. It's not my top 5, but I understand why it would be in a lot of people's top 5.
Yeah, honestly, there's a lot of people that say that would be number 1.
Yep.
I am not nowhere near caught up. I don't think I would ever get caught up at 900 plus.
I'm not even gonna try now. People are like, watch One Piece. I'm like, there's no shot. When? Never. I'm almost 30, bro. I don't got time to watch One Piece. Sorry.
It's to catch up. I mean, it's if you're caught up, all I hear is nothing but good stuff for it. But
yeah.
I mean, from what I got to about 100 and something, and I was like, I was like, man, I don't think I'm ever gonna get caught up.
Club, it ain't even done yet. I know it's like the Berserk manga.
Yeah, they just keep going.
Berserk manga's on 360 and still going, and the guy will probably die. If you like Baki was Keegan Extra. Nice.
Yeah, that's another fighting joint. And Netflix, right, Genosuke?
So number 3 is an interesting one. And now, this is one I haven't seen, but I've watched a lot of reviews on. I watch a few channels on YouTube that are channels that tie anime and philosophy together, because I'm weird like that. I like that shit. I think it's really interesting seeing the influences of old philosophers in anime like Berserk, Cowboy Bebop, and this is a very big one. I haven't watched it, so it wouldn't be my top 5, but I could definitely see why it would be top 5, and it's a recommendation to myself to finally go watch it, and all of you should probably watch it if you haven't. It's called Monster.
I haven't seen that one.
It's a short story that's very dark, gritty, and it's definitely like a rated R, mature, kind of story.
Okay.
It's hard to really explain what it's about, but definitely look into it. Again, not my top 5 because I haven't seen it yet, but you should definitely go and check it out. Clomp, yeah, it does have something to do with a serial killer, and like it's I don't know. Look it up. I can't do it the justice of explaining it. Crimson Daggerfall says just watch one episode. There, you watched One Piece. I don't know, bro. I don't know. There's some people that fight you on that one.
There's a guide that shows you what you can watch in One Piece to get you caught up quicker.
Yeah, I would do something like that maybe, but
so
never seen it. Yeah, definitely check it out, guys. Monster. It's one worth checking out. All right, number 2. You know what? I'm not gonna fight this one because for me it is way up there. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Number two. Now we're in the top 2, so here's where some people are gonna get disappointed because you're gonna realize you're gonna go, my favorite anime wasn't even on the list. What the hell?
Yeah.
So number 2, chat. Number 2. Actually, before I announce it, I'm gonna do a super long drum roll. It's very suspenseful, and I want the chat to spam what you think the number 2 is. And Soul, if you want to guess what you think number 2 is, let's go. Chat, what do you think is the number 2 anime of all time?
I think they're gonna say Titanfall. I mean
Attack on Titan. Come on, chat. What do you think? Fortnite.
It's the guy from Fortnite.
The number 2 anime of all time, according to the cucklords at IGN, is Cowboy Bebop. Hey, I'm kind of with it, dude. Cowboy Bebop is, I mean, we've already discussed, chat knows how much I like Cowboy Bebop. We opened the show with the theme song of Cowboy Bebop tonight. I love Cowboy Bebop. I would suck Spike Spiegel's fucking cock all day. I mean, Faye Valentine. Oh, that's my waifu for life, baby. Let's go. Okay. It used to be Android 18, but as an adult, it's all about the Faye now. But
that makes sense, Pop. I agree with that.
Jet Black, great.
It's a really good anime.
It's a masterpiece. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
Enough said.
That's really good. That's all there is to it.
But now this one, I do want to take some time because I want chat. Please, everybody, participate. Spam. We're at the number one. Demo says everybody thinks it's Attack on Titan. Chat. What do you guys think is the number one anime of all time?
Let me think about this.
AOT is trash. Christoph, you probably have never watched any of these animes, so suck my dick. Attack on Titan, whether Attack on Titan is this number one chat, we'll see. I think Attack on Titan is a great fucking anime, and let's just say, for instance, if Attack on Titan isn't number one on this list, it's kind of, for me, it would be in my top 25.
Bro,
it would.
Watch it be like something like Bleach. I'd be dead. Be dead. What's number one?
All right. Some of them switched it. Crimson's still saying, for me, Bleach is number one. The number one anime of all time. And again, you know what?
According to IGN.
According to IGN, yes. According to the cucklords at IGN, the number one anime of all time is, and I maybe almost wouldn't dispute it, it's kind of like a Cowboy Bebop pick. It's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You were right, chat.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. Yeah.
I don't know if for me it is number one, but it's definitely up there.
I love Death Note. Death Note was really good. Freaking L, bro.
That
was a good anime, bro.
That was great. So
L was good. Brotherhood.
Now that we've passed Brotherhood, let's talk about some of the. So again, Brotherhood is great. I do like it, but I want to talk about. There's a lot of animes that were missing off this list, and as Megabeth brought up, Death Note, Bleach wasn't on here, and
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan, yeah, and there's one, I gotta yell again, chat. I gotta go in hard here for a minute. These motherfuckers, they fucked me. They fucked us, chat. They fucked us. I'm gonna play one sound for the chat right here, and only you the real ones are gonna know what anime is missing off here, because it's top fucking 5 for sure. Where the fuck is Steins Gate? Are you kidding me? Okay. Oh my god, yeah. I'm triggered. Steins Gate.
Oh yeah, Demon Slayer. That's good.
Demon Slayer is the next anime I'm gonna start. I still haven't watched it.
Oh my god, that one's lit. Mutant Train, top tier. Like yeah. They're missing a lot.
I'm starting Demon Slayer tonight after stream because I finished my other anime and I was like, what am I gonna watch? So that's what I'm watching.
Demon Slayer is lit.
But where's Attack on Titan? Attack on Titan for me, I know some people want sure, but for me it's in my top 25 for sure. Top 10 probably.
Top 5 for me.
Heavenly Torch, Full Metal was number 1. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Number one, which I kind of don't dispute. Full Metal I love it. It'll make you laugh, it'll make you pog, and it will make you cry.
And mad all the same time.
And mad, yeah. The characters are beautiful, the way they come around. Like even, so I've watched it multiple times, and I like when you watch a show that has a very big ensemble cast, when you watch a show like that multiple times, you get different perspectives on characters. Right. So like, my first time watching it, I kind of thought Scar was a dickhead. Dude, my second time watching it, dude, Scar's one of my favorite characters now. Scar's transformation and everything through the show, he's such a beautifully written character.
Damn, yeah. They forgot a lot. I've been told to watch Shield Hero.
Shield Hero's good. I don't know if I'd put it. I've watched some of Shield Hero. I don't think I would necessarily put it. Like if it was top 25, it'd be way.
Right. Yeah, I mean some of these new ones that are coming out. Fire Force. You got Shield Hero, Goblin Slayer. You got. I'm missing one in my head.
True Heavenly Torch, yeah. Well, and even my first watch as his intentions became, I liked him more, but I think it was because since I already knew his intentions going into the second watch, I was like paying more attention to him, and then you're like, oh man, I fucking love Scar. He's hands down probably one of the best characters of the show. Kristoff, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Kristoff, she's the Kuma queen. She can coom for everyone. No, like, yeah, and Death Note not being up there, like the first episode of Death Note, I watched that, and Light Yagami when he's like, what are you gonna use the book for? I'll become the king of this new world. Like, I don't know, man. That line that gets me hyped. That's up there. 90s Berserk not being on the list. That's just fucking shameless. Fist of the North Star. Where was that?
Fist of the North Star. Yeah, that's a classic as well.
Gundam Wing. Like, chat, remind me when this podcast is over. I'm gonna play you guys the best scene from anime of all time, and it's from Gundam Wing. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, Gundam Wing. You got Macross. If you remember Macross from back. That's actually for real. Really, when I first watched Macross, when the plane turned into the actual robot on Macross, that's really what got me into anime. On top of Voltron, there's Dynasty Warriors. Not Dynasty Warriors. What am I thinking? Not Dynasty Warriors. I said it earlier. I can't remember it. I can't remember it off the top of my head now. Janoski's knows what I'm talking about. But there's a couple of animes that just are top tier that just didn't even list.
Yeah, Fist of the North Star.
Some of them no-name ones could have dropped off.
Heavenly Torch made a great point too. He goes, I'm guessing, because he said Death Note's a great starter anime, and I agree. And to play on that, he says, I'm guessing this list is made for people to get into anime. And if Death Note isn't there, that's stupid. Not only that, and Attack on Titan, the two best starter animes for somebody who's an adult and it's like, oh, anime's cringe, whatever. The two best. It's the IGN's top 25. That's why we wanted to tear it apart. IGN on Twitter and shit like that. The two best animes that you could recommend to an adult that thinks, oh, anime is not cool for them to get into anime is either Death Note or Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
Name two better animes for somebody that doesn't watch anime to watch and like anime. I can't.
And if you want somebody that wants to that likes action, a lot of fighting, you can go Baki, Ippo. Like, there's a lot of animes that you can get. If you like tech, you got the old school Gundam Wing. Another one that's really good.
Another one that's not on there, and I don't know how the fuck, is Hellsing Ultimate.
Yeah.
Hellsing Ultimate is definitely probably one of my top 10 or at least top 15.
High School of the Dead, yep.
Man, it's a bad list, chat.
Yeah.
It's a bad list.
Bad take, bro. Bad take.
Chat, you guys can keep spamming honorable mentions, though. Because then I get ideas of stuff to watch. Seven Deadly Sins, I would probably put at least in my top 25.
25, yeah. It's very fan servicey, but I mean, it's still good.
Yeah, I like it. It's got a little bit of everything. It'll make you laugh. Yeah. It's got some very good love stuffs in it.
Sword Art Online, I heard that was good.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that's not on there because that's a very very popular. Like, what the hell?
Reboot? Oh yes, Reboot.
Reboot's great, but that's not an anime.
Hey, I'm down for some Reboot, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'm down for that. I'm on top of Reboot.
Just not the reboot of Reboot. Don't watch that.
No, not that one.
No.
Zoids is another one.
Zoids, yeah.
I like Zoids. Janoski talked about that earlier.
So since we're kind of on that topic, that'd be a good little side topic. Then if you want, we'll take a bunch of questions from the chat. Or let me know what your time frame is there. Sorry, I'm kind of losing track here.
No, we're just talking. It's good.
What would be, we all had classic shows, classic cartoons, shit like that we watched when we were a kid. What's the one you'd want to see them bring back or transition into a live action movie? Ooh. No Akame Go Kill on there, Janosuke. They ripped it. Yeah.
I'm old school, and I always wanted to see this live action. Now that they got the technology to do it, I think it would be really good. I don't know if anybody's seen Ronin Warriors or Voltron. Voltron would be one. Would the Voltrons be one if they can do it right? And like I said, Ronin Warriors. Ronin Warriors is another one that I think that would really do good live action.
Yeah.
Anime wise.
Yeah, I could see that. For me,
I forgot. Freaking Thundercats.
Well, it's crazy they haven't done that because they literally talked about doing Thundercats back, and I think even like they cast Vin Diesel and a few other people, and that was back like I remember when like the first Iron Man came out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They need to go ahead and do it. I just think they're gonna fuck it up, but I mean, it would be ideal if they got it right. They can do it right.
I can't really think of any anime I'd like to see live action because for the most part, I think most of the animes I like are kind of done like perfect. Just leave them as is. The one animation though that I watched as a kid that I want to see the live action of. I think they could do good, especially nowadays with the animation stuff. We have Gargoyles.
Gargoyles, yeah. What you call it? Said he's somebody.
McFree, Bikini Warriors. Actually, I got another one I want to shout out that wasn't on the list after. But sorry, go ahead.
No, somebody talked about doing that live action. I think it was what's his name, Key, or what? Key and Peele. Whichever one they want. He wants to do that live action.
That would be dope, dude. I'd love to see live action Gargoyles. Anybody that never watched Gargoyles? I mean, I'm old, so some of y'all may not even know. Like, what the fuck is Gargoyles? Gargoyles was the shit, dude. Have you seen the atrocity Netflix committed with Full Metal and Death Note making it live action? That's why I don't vote for. Now there is one live action anime that I do like, but a lot of people chirp me on it. But I think I think it's the only one they did a good job on for the live action anime was Ghost in the Shell. But the rest they're shit.
Yeah, they haven't been good. The live action joints have not been good.
Yeah. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, some of chat's gonna cap on me and think I'm a massive coomer, which I am. But you know what? You know what other anime would have been on my top 25 chat? It's a newer anime and it's a coomer anime, but I'm here for it. Kakaguri. Check out Kakaguri on Netflix. Where's my gambling addict girls? You see that one? With the Coomer gamblers. It's kind of like Kill la Kill, but instead of fighting the student council, they all gamble. But it's really good. If you like Kill la Kill and you like Death Note, it has vibes from both those shows. It's actually written very well. The live action Dragon Ball. Now, Demo, I know you're just capping trying to trigger me, dude. We don't talk about Dragon Ball Evolution on this stream. The own director had to come out and apologize for making that fucking abomination.
I don't even understand. No one understands that movie. Why it was made, no one gets it.
Yeah. Christoph, they should have let Dirty in his chat do this list rather than a real anime expert. It's true. I mean,
true.
We kind of are the real anime experts, you know what I'm saying? That's not true. There's still more I need to watch. I'm behind, and I'll admit it, but Clomp, I don't think you can make a good live action Dragon Ball. Not really. I used to want to see it, and now I'm like, nah. The only ones that are good, but they look cheesy because they have low budget, is on YouTube. There is a guy that has made a few short live action Dragon Ball films of like the future Trunks saga and stuff like that with Cell.
Right.
And they're done very, very well. But it's on a YouTube budget, so it is what it is.
You can only do so much.
If Hollywood tries to do it, it's no shot. It's no good. Let's not. Now, when it comes to Death Note, there is supposed to be some Japanese live-action Death Note movies that are supposed to be pretty freaking good. I've heard, actually. All the reviews I read said they're a hell of a lot better than the dog shit Netflix gave us. Let me tell you, that was a fucking abomination, in my opinion. To anybody that's a fan of the anime, that's just it's terrible. It's terrible. Oh my god, mods, time out these live-action Dragon Ball cocksuckers, okay? No shot. But what were we getting into before I jumped back to the anime there?
I forget.
I know, I already lost myself. We just keep going back to it. What we'd like to see. So yeah, I'd like to see Gargoyles, and so actually now, since we're nearing the end of the podcast here, Chatter, we're actually over in overtime. If you guys want to ask any questions to myself or Soul here, now's the time. Spam any questions, and let's go. Alita Battle Angel was a good live action movie. See, I still haven't watched that. I really wanted to watch it when it was at launch, and then I don't know. I haven't been able to get into it. Demo's saying it's good too, so maybe I'll have to give it another shot.
I'm about to look at it.
It's on Crave, I'm pretty sure, if you got Crave.
Yeah.
Or Prime, or one of them. I don't know. I got so many fucking streaming things now. I got them all tabbed up. Man. Chat, questions time. All right? You need to. It's an amazing story. I've heard that. Okay. I do got to check it out.
I'm going to check it out then. So what's your favorite villain from DBZ?
Ooh.
My favorite villain from DBZ.
That's a good question.
Is Captain Ginyu.
Hey! I love it.
I'm very unconventional, only because that dude he had a whole crew and he could steal your body.
And he had the best damn poses.
Yeah, and his crew they squatted up and had the best like you said, poses.
Hell yeah.
The Ginyu Force. I like that joint.
I'm going to bounce off that. I'm going to say McFree. I like that answer. He said a lot. Mine is cliche. It's Frieza, but that's because, like, Frieza keeps coming back. He's hilarious. People bitch that they brought him back as an ally in Dragon Ball Super, but I thought that made the story hilarious and super interesting. So, he says, both of you, what's your favorite villain from any anime? Easy clap, Griffith.
That's a good point. I mean, the world may never know. I mean, because it could be he stole that body from somebody else. So we never know if that's the real Captain Ginyu.
Well, in Dragon Ball Super, they did it good because remember he got trapped in the frog, and then they made him come back 10 years later, and they did it really good. For me, my favorite villain from any anime or any manga like that is Griffith from Berserk, hands down. Griffith from Berserk is written so well. He's written in a way that he's like not a villain at first. He's the most beautiful man anybody's ever seen. Men look at him and fucking coom because they're like, who is he, a woman? Is he a man? This is beautiful. And he's so smart, and even though he is a villain in his mind, what he's doing is noble, and it's crazy. Light
was a lit villain. If I had to say my favorite villain of all anime, let me think. I gotta think about that because I've watched a lot of anime.
Kristoff, fuck, get out of here with that shit.
Light was so good because you got to be with him the whole time. Lit. That's true. I would say Majin Vegeta.
Oh, honestly. I like that answer. Soul, man. See, this man just makes me love him even more all the time. Vegeta's just my favorite character. So I didn't even think about saying Majin Vegeta for best villain.
Because, I mean, even though he's a hero, he was a bad guy at that point. So he wanted to fuck up for the Goku. So essentially, he was a villain.
Yeah.
Light is really good, too. Light is really good. Light would probably be my second because I love the fact that you're like you said, you're with him the whole entire time. So and you're watching his progression as the main character, but as the villain. So it's lit. It's really lit.
And you could almost make that argument kind of with Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion, because he's kind of secretly the villain almost the whole time too. But it's I love stories like that where it's like you're watching this person thinking, oh, they're the anti-hero, but you're actually just watching it through the villain. But for me, it's Griffith, and then I can't remember his name right now off by heart, but the opposite of Devilman and Devilman Crybaby, who is basically, again, a copycat of Griffith, but he's also Satan. He's great. Yo, what's up, Intolerance? We're just ending the podcast here, but we're just taking questions.
I see your question.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're in the chat when he came back in the chat. He came back in a month later, so there was follow-up to that. We'll talk about that later, though. Have I ever watched Hunter x Hunter? Yes, I watched Hunter x Hunter, the entire thing. Loved it. I loved it. I enjoyed it. McFree.
Which Full Metal... I can't tell if these are questions. And then, okay, there we go. Which Full Metal did you like better, Brotherhood or the original? I didn't really bother with the original one, Heavenly Torch. I started reading the manga. I watched Brotherhood first. It's so perfect and amazing. I can't bring myself to go back and watch the other version personally. So for me, it's Brotherhood at the moment. Hellsing, I watched both the versions, and Ultimate's completely way better because for anybody that doesn't know, Hellsing is the same as Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist, when they first made the show, the manga wasn't done, so the original show goes in a complete other direction, where then they remade Brotherhood to follow the manga, and Hellsing did the same thing, where Hellsing Ultimate follows the actual manga.
Okay, let me go back and answer Christoph's answer. Because you remember, if you were at the end of my 24-hour stream, the guy asked that question.
Give the chat a little context here, quick.
All right, there's a guy that jumped into I was on my last hour of. I was done. My 24-hour stream was done, and this guy comes in. Christoph asked that question that Christoph asked. He said, "I need a race advice. I don't have a lot of time because I have to go and do brain surgery. But how do you suggest?" He proposed to his girlfriend. You see, she's a nurse at the hospital, and I work. Blah blah blah. How should I do it? And so he just went in and asked these questions, and I gave the best relationship advice that I could give. Make it personal. Don't make it all out in the open. Maybe plan a picnic or do something very intimate. Like if he said he had a friend that had a restaurant, so I was like, why don't you get with your friend? maybe you can rent out a section of the restaurant and have him bring out the ring as y'all are eating, things like that. I got hit up on Facebook by someone because they follow this guy apparently, and none of that. It was all fake. It was all fake. So whoever hit me up on Facebook told me about it. So on the 27th of April, he came back.
Wow,
he came back.
Very nice.
Subscriber that jumped in. Thank you for this, the subscribe tolerance.
Intolerance, thank you so much for the subscription. I owe you a dance after, brother. Thank you.
But yeah, he came back on the 27th of April and was saying that he was asking me about talking to another female now. So it's a totally different female he's trying to talk to now. And I was like, what happened to the girl, your fiance? What happened to the chick you're about to propose to? Well, apparently, she liked sugar daddies. And he lost her to the sugar daddies.
Oh shit!
So now he was trying to talk to another girl and was trying to ask her out. So that's what happened with that.
Shameless. That's fucking hilarious.
The troll sleeper hit. The troll. Grimjaw was good, and from Bleach were good too. Yeah, that's right. Eisen was pretty good too. Now that I think about that.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's what happened with that.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I remember being there for that and just going, "Oh man, this is getting deep. This is getting deep." And then, yeah, you just found out that I was like, "Wait, what?"
Is this Spotify? Is this podcast on Spotify? No, we're gonna get there.
We're getting there
soon.
I've been slacking. That's the one thing here, Chad. I'm a little. I'm a procrastinator. I'm a master staller. If you never noticed, that's why we stall to start the show. We stall to start the game. We just stall for everything, because I just want to talk to you guys. But no, it is going to be coming to Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all the rest here very, very soon. We just got to get it all finalized and whatnot. No, not yet, Sleeper. But yeah, what other questions we got up in here? Oh yeah, chat was spamming. We were watching some Bleach fights and whatnot the other night. We were watching best anime intros, and chat also wanted to watch some Bleach fights, so we watched that as well. Megabeth says Soul's a cool dude. Thank you, Megabeth. That's right. He's the man.
I appreciate that. I'm very chill, and I'm very, I'm very, very relaxed. I get hyped when I need to. If you watch my podcast, I get hyped sometimes. Or in my stream, for that matter.
He is the man, Demos. He's a cool dude. He's the man. Oh, the original has a status fucking ending. So
oh, no. There's a question on your sleep stream there. I'm going to let you talk about that. See what happened? The power went out. The power went out. And he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I was there. He was about to do it, and it was like, pew.
It just kind of happened like that, It's like technical difficulties. There. I mean, what you can't. It's not. Fuck, I'm stumbling.
But the power went out.
Moving on, chat. You guys got any other questions, stuff like that? Any more questions? Power went out. It just happened.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? To distract them, Soul, why don't we tell them about the idea of a podcast we got coming up here soon, real quick? Do you want to talk about that?
The brother versus brother one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if my brother knows. I haven't talked to my brother. But what we want to do, what we kind of want to do about it is, what was my rank in the military? My rank was a specialist, E4. There's a long list of stories on that. Why I didn't get E5, but I got E4, so I was pretty chill. I was, that was as far as I got in my 9 years. I lost my rank once, because of a lieutenant. But yeah, I got to E4, and then I left. After 2 deployments, I was done.
Guys, the links are in the chat. Make sure to go follow Soul, and you can catch all these episodes on his podcast too.
Yeah, I was done. I lost my rank. I won't even get into it. I guess I need to talk about. I guess that I'll talk about all that crazy mess when I do my next Veterans Day joint, because I talk about my PTSD a lot. But I talk about my military service as a whole, because it's very interesting, the stuff that I've seen in the military. The power went out.
The power.
It did, man. It did.
Yeah.
That's our story. You can't tell us otherwise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, so to jump back, guys, instead of that, we got a better thing. Me and Soul coming. We're gonna do. Well, hopefully gonna do as long as I know Clomp's on board. We just got to get an intermediator, and what the idea is, chat, is that I'll have Clomp94 from the chat. For those who didn't know, is my real life brother. He'll be here in my studio. Janosuke will be with Soul, and what it is we'll have an intermediary, and they're gonna ask questions to each brother. Kind of go like so it'll be one at a time. I gotta go in the other room. We each have a whiteboard or whatever, so that you're not saying it out loud, so the answers whatever coincide, and you go, what do you think your brother's favorite movie is? What do you think your brother's favorite game is? Stuff like that. And we will be asking chat for some questions as well beforehand, before the show, because all the questions are going to be pre-planned. And it'll be kind of to see whose brother knows their brother best.
Yeah. We talked about that.
And we'll switch back and forth between the rounds. So one round I'll be answering, probably go 5 questions, I'll answer. Then we switch, then Clomp answers, and same with Soul answers, Janosuke answers.
Clomp should go in the tracksuit.
Clomp will be in the velvet tracksuit for sure. Clomp will be in his signature velvet tracksuit. For those of you who didn't know, Clomp94 is my real life brother, and his wolf name is Velvet Wolf.
Velvet tracksuit, wolf track, depending on how hot your house is. Oh yeah, true. My man be up in there about to lose weights and a sauna.
I went back and watched the end of your stream, Dirty Wolf. I know the truth. You ain't seen nothing. I didn't raid guy someone, did I? My man guy was just going ham last night.
Well, the power went out and you raided them from your phone. Bam.
Yeah, exactly. I was bugging. I was dropping frames.
You know what I'm saying?
The truth is, chat, I was too hard. I couldn't sleep on stream that hard. And the crowd goes silent. But like, okay, enough said. That's what everybody at work kept saying to me. They're like, "Yo, you're gonna wake up and your dick's gonna be out and you're gonna be banned." And I said, "What? What do you guys think? I'm not gonna like wear like pajama pants or something." Everyone just thought my dick was gonna be out for some reason.
I mean,
I think we're just. The thing about sleep streams is, I think my stream is still I think it's still too small for a successful sleep stream. It's gonna be boring as hell.
They said scam stream. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't worry, guys. I'm sure I'll find a even better way to degrade myself in front of all of you to appease your commemorations.
That's funny.
I didn't expect that. But other than that, chat, unless you guys got any more questions, I don't want to keep Soul too much longer. He's got a stream tonight as well. Sleep stream tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
I wouldn't follow it, but I miss Soul on his on this spot. Yeah, I'm a good addition to the podcast.
Oh, hell yeah. That's why.
The Smoking Room podcast is a great podcast with or without me,
Well, no. We got to always come back and get our boy Soul on again. Chat. All the links are in the chat. Demoed spamming the links right now, and I will be as well. So make sure to go follow him. Unless you got any more last questions. He's going to be streaming tonight, too. If you want to go bounce back and forth, tab us both up. Tab me up, mute me, go watch Soul. I mean, a lot of people do that. And then when Soul's done, you come over here, you put me on low volume and you sleep. We are the number 2 stream on all of Twitch to fall asleep to. Right below Trainwrecks. Oh shit! Here they go.
Give you shit.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go in. They're gonna go in on it. But make sure to follow this man. Follow him everywhere. His podcast is actually on Spotify because he's organized and has his shit together, and you should go listen to it. I listen to it at work. I listen to it on the bus. I listen to it when I get up and I'm just walking around. Great podcast. Go check it out with his co-hosts Sleeper Hit and Jay Moore on there as well.
It's literally everywhere. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Now it's on iHeartRadio, Pandora. So it's kind of somewhere everywhere. So if you just look it up, you'll find it.
Hell yeah. And you just hit a big milestone, did you not? A little bit ago?
Yeah, I hit 2,500 downloads.
Hell yeah.
The other day.
Congratulations.
Lit on 69 episodes. So, and it just keep growing. It's growing at a faster rate than I realized. Because, in my mind, I tracked it a totally different way. But people have been tuning in a lot. Whoa. We are now at 2,632.
There you go.
I was at 25 the other day, so it's picking up speed. So I appreciate all the support for real.
Hell yeah.
2632 is nice. So.
Hell yeah, man. It's nice to see that hard work pay off. You guys got a great show. I love it. Chat, it's going to be live tomorrow. Wait, you guys you're off tomorrow or?
Yeah, Mother's Day. And I stream normal. The podcast is off tomorrow only because it's Mother's Day. And I will be streaming normal. And I'll talk about all that, why the podcast is down and things like that when I'm streaming tomorrow. So y'all hear the reason why it's down.
Hell yeah, that's right. Tomorrow's Mother's Day chat, so make sure y'all go buy a card and give your moms a big hug, all right?
Yeah,
you got to do that. Again, Soul, thank you so much for joining us. As always, it's a pleasure. As always, chat, spam some claps. Unscripted. And we'll be in there tomorrow, podcast or not, checking out what you're doing. And also, chat, coming soon. Actually, I can give them a little sneak peek into this. Is coming soon. I'll be finally picking up my big sword, and I'm not talking about my cock. I'm talking about my big sword in Monster Hunter Rise, joining the unscripted crew, Monster Hunter Rise. And soon, hopefully shortly after that, you're going to catch me and this man. We're going to tackle It Takes Two co-op together on stream. I'm excited. That's going to be super fun. I'm going to get it on the PlayStation if you're down too. Get something. I want to play with the DualSense, see if they added anything for that. Because that's one thing. I did want to go in on Resident Evil, but we didn't have time. Man, let me tell you about the triggers for the guns on Resident Evil 8.
Is it... That feedback is the feedback legit on the triggers.
Makes COD look like amateur hour, dude. The sniper on the sniper, it's crazy. It's crazy. So it's interesting for sure. But again, guys, claps, hearts, and if you're subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, what the fuck are you doing? Subscribe to Soul Unscripted right now. Spam those cheers in the chat. Soul, thank you again so much for joining us.
No problem.
Love you, my dude. I hope you have a great stream tonight, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. All right, y'all be easy. Take care, chat. I'll see y'all on the flip side, and I'll be going live in like a minute, so I'll be ready for it.
Hell yeah. All right, guys, we're going to spam those links in the chat again. Make sure to go follow them everywhere and go check out the Unscripted podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts, all right? See you later, Soul. Have a great night, brother.
See you, man.
See ya. All righty then.